Hey. Finally got on here to do this. It took me some time, but hi Mama B. Yeah, for sure. Okay. Hi Olive. Hi Empress of Love. I'm great. How are you? What time is it for you guys? I'm calling myself out. It's kind of late for me, but it's okay. I've been busy all day, so I just wanted to get on here because I've been wanting to, like really bad, and I just never have, you know, been able to for the last few days, so yay! 4:41 in the afternoon, or 4:44. It is like 1:30 for me a.m. All right, you guys, so today, or tonight, this morning, for you guys, it's the afternoon, yay. I'm going to be doing some tarot readings here and some oracle. I'm going to allow free readings tonight, so yay. And I can't wait to answer your guys' questions. They're not going to be like forever long readings, but I mean, I will try to get your question answered for sure. So as best as we can, right? So please like and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed already, please go ahead and do that. Show your support to the channel. Join us. Watch us live. I go live all the time, and I love reading for you guys. So please go ahead and do that. Show your support. Like this video. And I'll go ahead and pick some people here. Like. Thank you. Thanks, you guys. Okay, ready? So we're gonna go with... Oh yeah, my description's really cute too. It's funny. You should read it. It's hilarious. If I could say that myself. I don't know if I could say that, but that's what I'm saying, so. Yay! Okay. So, I think you guys will like it too. Empress of Love. Well, let's just start up at the top. What about Mama B? Are you here still, Mama B? We're going to just go down the line and see if we can get everybody. How about that? That's what we're here for tonight. Thanks for the likes, you guys. Really appreciate it. I don't know what's been up, but lately my viewers have been like really I'm not even 100. I don't even know what's going on with my channel, you guys, but something's going on. I don't know if I'm doing something different, but I'm going to figure that out. I was going to do that tonight, but I figured, fuck it. I'm just going to go on here. I want to see you guys. I want to hang out, and I want to answer some questions. So that's why I'm doing free readings tonight, because I just think, obviously, people are, you know, they like free readings. Who doesn't like free? And I just want to have some fun. What have you guys been up to? Okay, Mama B, go ahead and post your question, love. Just shuffling here. Thanks for the likes, you guys. And subscribe if you guys haven't subscribed yet. And subscribe yet. Join this community. I'm almost at 1,000, and once I get to 1,000, you guys will be able to do super chat, and it's a lot easier. The whole donation process and everything, getting readings. So, but tonight they're free as can be. So let's do it. Oh yeah, no problem. Aw, thanks, Olive. Yeah, no problem. I love doing this. It's just, you know, sometimes like with the views, I don't really know what's going on with that. But sometimes it gets kind of like confusing. I don't really know like what, I haven't figured out the algorithm yet, but I'm trying. So, I mean, we're okay. We're here. We're alive. We're good, you know? That's like all we need right now, right? Hey! Yes, of course you can. How about you guys, instead of like, not like instead of saying hi or something, you can say hi, but if you have a question, just go ahead and post it, and I'll just go down the line and I'll just answer your question. So if you have a question, like, no need to ask me if you can, you know, ask it. Just go ahead and ask it. Just post it. And so that way I can just kind of go down, and that way if you're not here even, like later on, you can come back and kind of like watch, the question. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do it like this. You do have to be here to get your question answered, because I will say your name and ask if you're present, just because I want you to be able to like experience the reading in real time. Because like if you have any questions or anything, I don't want you to like feel like you didn't get the question answered or whatever. So if you have a question, go ahead and post it. Try to be here when I call for you, okay? So let's see. I'm just going to start at the top, okay? Empress of Love, are you here still? Because I see your question right here. Empress of Love. Okay, your question is, who's coming towards me in love? I love that question because it's so funny, like everyone wants to know. Love, love, love. Okay, perfect. Give me a sign of a person coming towards her. Empress of Love in love. Do we see anything happening with love soon? Do we see anything happening with love soon for Empress of Love? Okay. Yeah, it looks like you might make a decision, maybe too soon. Like we see here, I need to point this up a little bit. The Page of Cups is kind of my card for like, ooh, I made a decision like too quick. Like I kind of prematurely made a decision, you know, like I didn't really think that one through, and I have some regrets now possibly. So you might go for something that is like totally not what you're used to going towards, and it's totally something that's not even like you, and then soon you realize like that's why you don't do this very often. And it could be a younger fire sign. Like this could be something that's very quick, you just don't give it much thought and you just kind of go for it, and it kind of like ends up I mean, well, let's see how it ends up. Let's see if you even really go for it like all the way. It's going to be a decision you make without really thinking, so I would say it's something that's not normal for you, not in like your ordinary character. Okay. And it could be a younger fire sign person, which would be Aries, Leo, or Sag. We also have here the King of Pentacles. So that's two people actually in here. You could have somebody at work, maybe somebody who's very materialistic. Okay, actually, scratch that. This is kind of explaining somebody who is... No wonder you don't go for people like this very often. Yeah, I wouldn't either. Can I say childish person who's materialistic? Like, you know, they're just not your type at all. They're like totally immature, totally like just careless, like not careless, but just kind of like they do things without thinking. And then also we have the King of Pentacles here. And I can say that that's a man, you know, mature man. But the thing is like, and he has money, but he's just focused on either he has money or he is solely focused on it. And so even if he doesn't have money, he's solely focused on it. He's materialistic. So I would say this is like a guy who's like, he doesn't have much depth. You know what I mean? No. Not like free-spirited, like immature, you know, like just kind of like impulsive, like doesn't think things through, just kind of does whatever they like feel like doing at the time, you know, doesn't like plan things, you know. It's the Page of Wands. It's a very young energy. It's like he's a kid, he doesn't realize. And he's all about money. So I would say like he might, you know, just if you have a lot of money, he might be expecting you to pay for things for him, or he might be just like trying to use you or things like that. It's just very immature. Yeah, also here, could be a little obsessive. I mean, we have somebody either spying or basically they're just kind of involved in a way that's like from their past. It's something that you don't want to be involved in because they're still not over something from the past, or they're thinking about something from the past here. They can't get over something from the past. 1 foot in, 1 foot out type energy. So they're expecting you to kind of take care of them or, you know, give them things. That's what they're looking for in their like relationships or in like their relations to people in general is, what do they have? You know, what kind of money, or do they have nice things, or do they, are they respected, you know, in the community? Like, what kind of valuables do they have, and what are they of value at all? Thanks for the likes, you guys. Okay. So that's who's coming towards you in love, and you can choose whether or not to go for that. And so I'm glad you're getting this reading, because it's funny. It's almost like you, if you didn't get the reading, maybe you would have gone for it prematurely. Like, this is a decision that you make without really thinking things through, and that's not like you. So obviously, now maybe you won't do that. Now maybe you will not make that decision. You'll think about it a little bit more. You'll be like, everybody that comes to you, you'll be like, wait, is this that immature person? Is that person who's like kind of an ass? Is this that person who's kind of like just materialistic? Like, maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just like try to get to know them a little better first. Okay, will I marry a rich man? Gisela, are you here? Still with us? Gisela? No problem, Empress of Love. Please leave me a comment. Let me know how you liked that reading and how it was for you, like if you resonated. Ooh, girl, you got cards dropping. That must mean there's something to be said here. Gisela? Okay, let me grab these. What I call the slinky deck, because it's like a slinky. It's like so weird and like kind of hard to manage and shuffle, but it's okay. It's all good. It's gonna last forever apparently because it's 100% plastic. Did you see that? Oh, you can't see it. 100% plastic. Had to get it. Had to see what this was all about. And it's surprisingly very thin. I thought it was gonna be like thick, hard plastic. I'm like, I don't know how I'm gonna shuffle those, but okay. And it totally was nothing like that. So we'll see how long these last. I'll keep you updated. Lord. Mama B. What's coming up for me and Michael in the future? Well, actually for this reading, let's do a couple, let's do a couple tarot to get some like context. Well, first, I like to do with what I want to see, like, is there what's left in a connection? I like to look at the Romance Angels Oracle. This is, of course, the knockoff, so, you know, because the other one's like $300 and there's like 50 of them in the world left. So you know the deal with that. But this one, same thing. But what we're looking at here, like, I like to use this deck when I don't really, you know, I don't know what's left in a connection. I want to see what's left in a connection between two people, or what's there, what's gonna, you know, in the future. Like you're asking, it's just basically, oh yeah, I know. Yeah, I always have cards fall because I'm a sloppy shuffler. So don't take that as like meaning anything really. Just because I'll pick it up and I'll include it in the reading if I feel like it needs to be included. But if I feel like nothing with that, or there's like 80 of them that fall at the same time, like I won't regard them in the reading and I'll just go again, you know? So, but you know, your message should be able to come out at some point in a different way. And a lot of times too, the same card will come out. So it's like, oh yeah, this was definitely your card. So let's do what's left in your guys' connection, you and Michael. Mama B, Michael. We want to know what's left between them in the future coming towards them. Are they going to reconcile? Are they going to, or if they're still together, are they still going to be a thing? What was your question exactly? You said, what's coming up for me and Michael in the future? What's coming up for her and Michael in the future? Will there be a thing? Will anything change? What do we need to know about their energy in the future? Michael and Mama B. Michael and Mama B's energy together in the future. Michael and Mama B. All right. Okay, I will regard those because that was 2 of them. So it's nothing too crazy. Okay, all right. Ooh, this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek, and retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. Okay, so it's funny because I could regard this almost as like, it's almost like, I mean, I'm jaded as fuck, so hear me out. Okay, basically, you know, this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek, so yeah, I feel like you will probably be together, or like it's meant to go that way. You know, it's meant for you guys to kind of like reconnect or stay connected or be connected in the future, so great. The only problem here is, and you would know this like better than any of us, who took their like off? How rude. No, I'm kidding. Oh, that's so mean. Why would you do that? I'm kidding. Okay, so who does that, right? Like, that is funny to me. Okay, so retreat though, I feel like you would know if this person's like controlling or trying to get you away from people. But like retreat, it is time to disconnect from the world. That could be a choice, or that could be something that just happens when you're in that type of relationship. I mean, you would know that better than I do. Actually, maybe you wouldn't, because when you're in that type of relationship, you don't always know it until it's too late. But, you know, does this person have controlling tendencies? If not, then maybe it's just you guys wanting to go away, you know, and get away from the world. Thanks for your likes, you guys. Also, if I'm giving you a reading tonight, please go ahead and comment after the reading, okay? Please, thank you. I'd appreciate that so much. Let me know how I did. Give me the you know, review me and, you know, criticize me. That's fine. So, trust. Okay, see, I told you I'm jaded. It's just my jaded ass. Look at this. This situation is calling for you to have faith. It's wanting to like make sure that I'm coming in clear, and it's like I don't need my body to come in clear. It's fine. Here, hang on. Let me just. The situation is calling for you to have faith. Okay, so retreat, trust, and this could be the one. So I feel like, yeah, you will probably be connected to the person. It could be the one that you actually get with. And the only reason it says trust, I feel like, though, is because there is maybe a lack thereof, either because of things from your guys' past. Maybe it's a long-term thing where you guys, like, you know, there's a lot that goes down in that time, and it's just like you've been through the ringer and you're still together because it's the one, right? Also, maybe it's best for you guys to just like get away from everybody at that time. So it's not so much controlling as it is maybe just a smart decision, like to get away from people, because and right now it's hard to trust. Like at that time it just becomes hard to trust because whatever, it could either be because you guys have been together a long time and things have happened, you've been through a lot together, or and maybe the trust has been broken, or it's because you know, you don't trust and you should, you know, the situation's calling for you to have faith. So and that could be also getting away from your environment of people, you know. Also, we're going to use some tarot now to kind of like look at the context of this and see exactly like, well, it could be, well, what is it? You know what I mean? So thank you for your likes, you guys. Ooh, 7-7. I like that. Okay. Okay. We have a person who's bitter. angry. I mean, this person is not happy with the situation in their romantic relationship. So there could have been, like I said, there could have been some, you know, things that happened between you guys. You may have been together a long time at this point and fucked each other over real good a few times, you know. And so, yeah, it's what's showing here. Someone has bitterness. Someone wants to win at all costs. And it's not cute. Like, it's not pretty. It's actually really ugly. It's not anything that you'd want to be like with somebody in a relationship. It's totally about winning, not fairness. They're going to try to get you before you get them, basically. And this is not good. It says you know exactly what it's talking about. So this could have already happened. Like, you could know already that this person's this way. And because the High Priestess comes out when we already kind of understand intuitively what the situation is that we're looking at here. So I feel like that's the case for you. Like, this is something that makes sense. You can already know exactly what I'm referring to. Or maybe you feel like it's you who's that person who's like bitter. And so this is that person's mentality. So the situation is calling for you to have faith. It's like somebody's still angry. Somebody is still pissed. And it could be maybe not even regarding you. Maybe it's a past relationship. But I don't think it is. It feels like your guys' connection because we're, you know, retreat. It's like there's no one else around. There's no one else around you guys. And so it might even be dangerous. Yeah, see, I knew there was some kind of weird shit going on. Weird shit. I'm telling you, this is really not a good card. Like, that's like somebody who is not, like, you know, they're not like trying to be fair and committed and loyal and equal and, you know, respectful. It's kind of like they're trying to be not getting hurt again, you know, like not allowing anyone to like step on them or like treat them in any way that they feel isn't even right. Like, they're willing to like retaliate right away. Like, they're not even going to allow that shit. So just be careful with that. I mean, obviously, you know what I'm referring to. It would be like something that you understand, and if not now, later. We'll meet in a Sagittarius male reconcile. Levi. And then we'll do, is the spirit or soul or energy that contacted last midnight good? Ooh, that's interesting. Okay, so let's do that one. We'll do the Sag one. I just saw that one right away. Like, I don't even know why. Just saw it like the first one I saw. So we'll go with that one. And then we'll go with the other one right below it. Okay, so Levi. Ooh, the devil just popped out. All right, well, let's see. What's going on with this Sag? Will they reconcile? Actually, let's use the romance angels first for that. Will you and the Sag reconcile here? Woo! Ooh, give your relationship a chance. Oh my God, how cute. Give your relationship a chance, you guys. Do not give up on this. It's not the time yet. I think you are safe to actually give it a try, okay? So go ahead and give your relationship a chance. Yeah, love it. Nice, that's beautiful. You can't even see that, can you? Give your relationship a chance. Okay, cool. You can see the speaker that's holding this thing up. I'm so like, I've just been like busy all day and I'm just like so like, I don't know. I guess I've been ready to do this for a while now. So yay, thanks for your likes, you guys. Yay, more people. Okay, I'm going to try to answer everybody's questions, okay? You guys just stick around here, okay? So give your relationship a chance, okay? So that means like, it says work on your partnership. So it's safe to say that you probably have, you know, some things to work on. It's not just them, it's not just you, it's both, right? So you have to actually put effort into the situation to make it better. Thanks for liking, you guys, and subscribing if you haven't already. I'm going to try to get to everybody's questions tonight, okay? So stick around and just post your question, and I'll try to get to you, okay? So, yeah. So you and Sag should be able to. It says very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. And what that means is basically picture this in your mind and picture this exactly how you want it to be, everything that you want it to be. And just believe that that's what's possible. You know, that's manifestation at its greatest. You know, it's just all about you creating your future. So go for that. You know, like actually believe it's yours already. And I know that kind of sounds to some people like, okay, bitch, you're like nuts, you know, but basically if you want it that bad, it's like you have to just already believe that it is possible for yourself. So that's the first step. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. And it says very soon. Cool. So yeah, but this is going to take work, basically, is the main point here too. It's going to take some work. It's going to take some effort here to fix things. But give it a chance. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. I love this fucking card, you guys. Take back control of your life. So it's safe to say that this situation here, you want to know if it's going to reconcile? Yeah, it probably will. And it can if you want it to, and whatever you imagine it will be. Just don't imagine it's going to be something really negative, because then it will, you know? But the thing is, like, and be safe. I mean, I'm not going to tell you not to worry about anything. Like, it's, you know, I can't say that, you know, if things have happened like that, then that's not even my place to tell you to just not trip, you know, just fucking forget about it. Put yourself in danger. No, I'm not going to say that. But the thing is, free yourself. It's safe to say if you do reconcile with the person, it's saying it's very possible. You know, you have to believe it first, though, and actually, like, see that happen before it does. And then it comes to you. But the thing is, free yourself means, like, have boundaries and, like, take back control of your life. It's time to take back control of your life. So either that's saying, yes, you will be together, but, like, it's possible, but you have to take control of your life now and figure out what you're doing for yourself so that when the time comes, you can actually allow another person in without fucking up your whole system and routine. Or it's saying it's time to take back control of your life. Like, don't let this person take over again. Okay, so yeah, but I'm seeing yeah for you. Cool. It's going to take some work, though, like I said, you know, and also not only work between you, but work in yourselves, you know, and to make that work. So yeah. Haven't spoke to him in a while. What do you see for me? Okay, wait, where was the other one? Let me not, like, forget about you. Hi, you guys. Is the spirit or solar energy that contacted last midnight good? Why did she contact me? You know, I gotta be honest, I don't really do, I'm not a psychic medium, which is a person who, speaks to people who have died, you know, speaks to the dead, the other side, the afterlife, you know, those who have died and passed on. I don't do that, but I can see, like, if it's good or bad energy around you. We can try to do that. We can look into that. So let's do that. This energy last night, was it good or bad around her? Give me the message that I can explain and be able to hand over to her or him. What is your name? Usha. So Usha wants to know, thanks for your likes, you guys. Usha wants to, and stick around, everyone, because I'm going to get to everybody. So just stick around and post your question, okay? What is, ooh, okay. Look at this. This is the Virgo card. And also it represents self-reflection, like inner thinking, like doing deep thought, you know, like isolated time. So this is a time that you were alone by yourself, is that right? Or it was a time you were very in your head. Maybe it's kind of like trying to get you to think more or be by yourself, or to actually like take some alone time. Like maybe it reminded you, like, fuck, I really need to like go over some things with myself, you know? For some reason it's saying kind of like self-reflecting time. So maybe it came because it wanted you to kind of like think about what you're doing more, you know? Also moving. I'm not saying to move. I'm saying like you could have been considering moving, or, you know, you are considering that, or maybe that would be a good idea for you to like relocate or get out of the environment you're in now. Also, anything's possible for you, really. I mean, I feel like maybe you don't know that right now. Like maybe you don't think that you have what it takes to accomplish something. But I feel like the energy was ultimately good, but it basically is trying to redirect you to actually think and have some self-reflection time for yourself, you know, instead of like just going and, you know, not thinking about it, just on autopilot, and kind of like life is moving too fast. It's kind of about like, okay, let me slow down, and what am I doing? Like, why? I forgot, you know, I don't even know why I'm doing this shit. I just do it, you know. It's like, don't live like that. And maybe it's trying to kind of like get you to see that, and also to travel, either vacation or get away. Like this doesn't seem like a very happy, like these two down here don't seem very like deuce it, you know, they're not stoked on having to leave, but they are doing that because that's what's best for them. So don't let that stop you just because you don't or fear, or because you don't know, or because it's like scary, you know? Like it might be what's best for you and only you would know that. So however you take wanting to think about, like if you think self-reflection time, that's a good thing, then it's good energy. If you think it's bad, then it's bad energy apparently. But I think it's good. I think it's a good thing. Will I clear UPPSC 2021 prelims? Is that like exams? Is that exams of some sort? I have no idea what that means, but I'm guessing it's exams of some sort, right? Let's see what the outcome is for this. Do we see this going well for them? Are they going to clear these exams? Ooh. My tarot is... the way that I read is like not cookie cutter bullshit. Like I'm not just going to be like, yes or no. No, look, you're going to have to take action if you want it to happen. That's what it's saying basically. It doesn't tell me yes or no. It tells me what is going to have to happen in order for you to get what you want. So basically, in order for you to get what you want, because it makes sense you'd want that. Everyone would want to pass their exams, right? This is what you're going to have to do though in order to get that. You know, in order to accomplish that. You can't just sit around and hope that it's going to be a good thing. You know, you have to like work really hard and take action. It's saying like you're not doing something that you could be doing. I feel like you're not considering certain things that that could be helping you. Like studying more, or, you know, a study group, or like writing down notes differently, or like keeping track of, I mean, I don't know. There's something that you could really be taking advantage of, like the action. You could be taking action. And that could help you, but you're not doing that. Like there's something you need to like get up and do, like something you need to like really start, you know, make a move and really start acting on that, and to help yourself. And also here, yeah, it's dedicated, hard work, Queen of Pentacles. And also here you have a new opportunity for you, potential, like a new beginning here. Like there's going to be a beautiful new beginning. It could even be a pregnancy. I mean, that's what the Empress means a lot. But if that's not even possible for you, or that's like totally, you don't, you know, you never know. But if right now you know that that's not even possible for you, then obviously that's not what we're talking about. But for a lot of times it does mean pregnancy. So watch out with that, or congratulations, whichever you feel about it. But if it doesn't mean pregnancy, it still does mean the birth of something. So basically it's like a new opportunity. I feel like you will pass, because that's basically saying this is a new opportunity for you. You've got it, and it's good. You're on the right path. You know what I mean? It's like you've got good potential here. But let me remind you, you can't just have this by sitting around and wanting it, and just by being like, oh, I like the reading, so that's what's going to happen. No, this is what came first, and there's a reason for that. You have to take action. There's something that you're not focused on right now that could really be helping you. And I feel like you need to get up and go and find what that is and go and like act on it. Or maybe you already know what it is. You probably already know what it is, but you just like are kind of like either being lazy, or you just feel like, you know, for some reason. Don't procrastinate. You need to take action, and that's the only way that this can happen. Okay? Okay? You will have to do something in order to make this happen, okay? So I'm going to go from like there. So let's see. Will I be in a relationship soon, Nicole? Let's see. Will I be in a relationship soon, Nicole? Ooh, that's so funny. I mean, it's not funny, but it's like, of course, this card comes out. So no, either you've been waiting a long time to be in one, or you're gonna still have to wait a long time to be in one. It's saying to be patient and watch as it grows, and I'm guessing that's you. Or it could be, you know, somebody that's a friend right now, and it's like, just watch as this relationship grows, and soon you're going to be with that person, but it's not going to be soon. It's going to be eventually, but it's not going to be soon. It's going to be like, you're going to have to wait. You're going to have to be patient, and that's the main point, is that you're going to have to be patient. You're going to have to watch this garden grow, and that fucking is not tomorrow, you know? Like, gardens growing takes a while, so you're being patient here, waiting for the right guy, right? The right girl. It could be something that is hard for you to let go of from the past, and that's also kind of like limiting you in your options maybe, or in something that like it can't, like another door can't open, right? Because the other hasn't closed. You want new experiences, and that's why you're asking, will I be in a relationship soon? I want to be in another relationship, fuck this old one. But you're also kind of stuck on it. So in some way, shape or form, it's still there, and it's hard for you to kind of just kick it off and let it go. So it's, you know, causing a little bit of, it's probably a good thing. Look at it as a positive thing, because if you're still stuck on somebody, you really don't want to have another person added to the mix. That would just confuse the fuck out of you. And it's, you know, you don't want to be confused. You want to be in love. So you want to be happy. So just be grateful that, you know, nothing is coming yet, because then it would be a lot harder for you to even like manage all of that. So yeah, clear this person out first. Also, you're going to have to be patient. It could be somebody that you kind of already know, but you're just going to have to wait as it develops. And this is kind of, it's funny because we're talking about two different people here, right? New person, old person. And here it looks like you're having a hard time deciding. So yeah, definitely I feel like you need to let go of somebody. Nicole. And I'm not saying that in a way that's insensitive, like just get over it. I'm saying like for your own good. I mean, like for you to actually be able to have another relationship that's better, you know? Like it's what's best for you to just let it go and to not like worry about all of that and let it get to you, you know? Like that person is not for you, and that's okay. I am JK. Will PV contact me and fix the relationship, or should I contact? Okay, we have the Queen of Cups here. That means there's care and nurturing here. So I wouldn't say it's like a total volatile relationship. It seems like, thanks for the likes, you guys. It seems like you guys have care for each other, or at least at one point you were like talking about, you know, emotional stuff, or like you were there for them or they were there for you, maybe took care of each other in some way that was emotional, or you just made the person feel like they had someone there, or they did to you. So yeah, I think you guys will reconcile. Obviously it felt very good. It felt like it was the right place to be. So I'm not sure what happened, but and you don't have to tell me, but it's like, yeah, look, commitment, marriage, we have commitment here. Caring what people think, maybe a little too much, like what society expects of you. But hey, sometimes that keeps people in line. Like Capricorn, that's kind of what they need. It's like their life force. Like they need like society, like they need to have that reputation so that they just feel like they're doing the right thing, you know? So it's like that's something that matters to them. And if these people are, if one of them's a Capricorn or both, then obviously that's a good thing. Like that's kind of, you know, that's what they need to kind of feel normal and to feel like they're on the right track, you know? Like they're accepted, they're doing good enough for themselves, you know? Like they would accept what they're doing. So basically, though, I do see like good emotion. Like we got the emotional, we have the connection, you know, the nurturing, the care, and also the feel good. Like the sun is shining on you. It feels like the right place to be. It feels like you're just feeling so great in this energy, and like nothing, you don't want anything to change. Like everything is clear. The sun's shining on it. Like there's nothing in the dark. There's nothing that is not known as far as you can tell, right? And then we have the Hierophant Commitment. So this could also be a Taurus person. And the Death card, Scorpio. Something drastically changed or ended, or both. Something drastically changed, ended, or both. And are we looking at? No, yeah, Gemini Virgo. Okay. So you, obviously, you said should I contact. So, interesting. The last two that came out. Somebody's thinking about this. So it could be both of you kind of thinking about how this has all happened, and somebody is actually going to be offering something emotional again. So the Page of Cups is usually like the beginning stages of a relationship, but since you guys have not been, you know, close recently, it's obviously like a restart, or somebody's trying to offer them a connection again. So somebody will offer someone a connection. Let's see if we can find out like who it is, or if it's you, what will happen? Like, is that going to be a good idea for you to reach out? It says, take the opportunity. Yeah, somebody, it could be an earth sign. Are you an earth sign? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, first of all. And I need you to answer that to the, I mean, you don't have to, but the thing is, just for your own understanding of this, it would be probably an earth sign person if there's one in the situation. You said he's earth. Okay, well, I'm air. Oh, okay, duh, Gemini Virgo. So yeah, it seems like it would be the earth sign just because these are pentacles and that's what earth is pentacles. And this person here is offering, like, this is the beginning stages and this is like a little bit, you know, like it's a knight. So page, youngest, knight, you know, a little older. Then we have the king and the queen and all of that, or the queen and king. So this basically is like the next stage. I feel like maybe somebody throws it out there. Somebody else kind of says, okay, yes, like they take that commitment. They take this opportunity. You know what I mean? So I think that you should probably actually be the one to, you know, just open the door again. Just open the door again. If you were very caring towards them in the past, I would try to lay that on them. You know, try to get them to kind of like understand that you're still that person. Like if you can, but it seems like there's going to be an opportunity and they're going to take it, or it'd be, you know, seems like they will have one to take. That's going to be up to them if they take it. But then, you know, the Knight of Pentacles there, it's like offering you something serious and committed and like, just nothing, no games. You know what I mean? It's like definitely a serious thing. Azalea, girl. Thank you. Azalea. Okay, post your question, love, and I'm going to give you, anyone who donates, I'll give you a bonus oracle. We have a few things to choose from here. We have Uncover Your Past Lives Oracle. You can't see it. Uncover Your Past Lives Oracle. And we have the Karma cards. Karma cards. And we have the Chakra Wisdom Oracle as well. Love this one. It gives you really great inspiring messages. Like I couldn't even cover all of that it covers. Like in the tarot, I could never cover what the Chakra Wisdom covers in one reading, like in one page of the book. And with one card, like it will cover so many different things. Like ask yourself this, and like you feel like this, and like, oh, here's the message. Like it's just like it really it gets deep with that deck. So I love the Chakra Wisdom Oracle. But it's up to you, whichever one. You said, will Albert Leo contact me before my trip? He blocked me recently. It was a situationship. Oh, don't you love those? Situationships is what I call situationships. Okay. So, let's see, Azalea. Will he contact you? It seems like he's playing, you know, he's like hot and cold. Like he's like kind of breadcrumb you and give you like as least as he can. Like, as least as you'll take, the minimum amount of effort. Like, don't wait for somebody to do that shit. Like, that's annoying. Like, you would deserve a lot better than to be waiting around for him to hit you up if he's blocked. Like, fuck that. Ew. Like, oh, he blocked you again? Like, he's childish. I mean, what is that? It's like, no. But I'm not judging. I'm just saying. That's like, girl. Anyway, like, you're too old for that. You know what I mean? So, let's see. Is he going to contact you, though? Let's see what he's doing. See, I don't like that. That's not a good sign. But, that's the player card of the tarot, by the way. But let's see here. I mean, obviously, he's a hot and cold mess. Maybe you're a hot and cold mess, too. Who knows? Shit, maybe we all are. Oh, I keep dropping cards, girl. But it was just one. Okay. Somebody's defensive. What did you say that pissed him off? And you didn't even mean it like that either, did you? And they're totally taking it that way. Or they're using that as an excuse to just be able to be like, deuces. Stupid. That's retarded. It's funny, though. To get him jealous. I was petty by posting a picture with another dude. Why'd you do that, crazy? Ew, so you want drama. Come on. No, I've been there. I mean, we've all been there, right? I'm not trying to enable it and say, yeah, that was a good idea. You already know it wasn't, but like... So, okay. Never mind, scratch that. We can't go and say that anymore because you're playing childish games too. But we've all been there, you know. Ah! So you want to get him jealous because he's not giving you the attention you want. Is this a person that will ever give you the attention you want? That's what you have to ask yourself. You're trying to get him the attention, but it's like, you shouldn't have to do that. But, okay, here's the situation, right? So, will he contact you? He's defensive. He might contact you out of being pissed. He looks like he's pretty structured right now, but something's about to drop in, and yeah, whoa. Oh. Right around the corner. You can't, so you won't know when this happens. Like, you won't see it coming. It's going to be totally unexpected. Maybe, you know, sees you at the coffee shop and just, you know, jumps out of the car and is there. You're like, what? Where'd you come? You know, he's coming in with force here. Nothing can stop him. No one can stop him. He's just like deciding, and he just goes. And so it could be something where he's kind of like, hi, you know, kind of like pushy, kind of assertive a bit, like not aggressive, but just kind of like, he's not going to take no for an answer. He's going to have that conversation with you. He's going to talk to you. He has something to say. And here, though, it's kind of showing that, you know, Ace of Cups is all about care and love and affection, right? So I feel like at the end of the day, he does care, or I don't want to say care because he's kind of acting stupid, but he has feelings to some extent. And maybe you have triggered that in him. Shit. Maybe you have triggered some defensiveness and some jealousy. Maybe that's what he needed to kind of like realize he actually did want to be with you, which is dumb. But I mean, hey, if it works, right? Somebody's carrying all the weight, though. Somebody is putting out all the effort, and it's just not, it's not an equal relationship. If you feel like that's you who's going to constantly be that person who has to go back and put out all this effort and hit him up and make sure that he's going to be there and, you know, check in and am I going to waste my time? Are you actually going to come through? Like, are you going to, you know, put effort into this? Like, that's just a waste of fucking time. But somebody's getting attention here about this. Somebody is going to get some kind of praise or some kind of like good attention. So this could be good for a while. This could be something that, you know, maybe it's going to be like you're appreciated, or it could even be that you admire them. That's like whoever is putting most of the effort out. It could be because you admire them and you look up to them so much. It's not even like effort to you. You're like, yes, I want to do anything you want, anything you need. I want to do that for you. But you're kind of putting them on this pedestal here, I feel like. And, you know, when you put people on pedestals, they're going to fall at some point. And it's going to be very disappointing. So, but if you're doing it to yourself, it's like hard to be mad at that person, you know, because you're seeing something, you're seeing a person who isn't even real, who doesn't exist. So I feel like you're kind of putting them up on a pedestal. But, so it could be hurtful in the end, but yeah, because that's the thing. You know, it seems like that could actually work for you. I don't even want to encourage that, but hey, you know, I didn't and you did it, and look, it's kind of worked. So just, you know, I would say like he actually might reach out before your trip. It kind of seems like he's going to be reaching out with some kind of like thing to say, you know, here. That's what it seems like he's going to have something to say here before you leave. But does he know what you're leaving for? And how long you're leaving? Don't tell him. Just imply that it's going to be for a while. Okay, like, don't even worry, don't trip. Is this the type of thing where, like, you texted him 10 times and he hasn't responded, and, like, if you say something else, it's, like, totally not, that's going to be, like, way too much. It's like, no. At this point, you just need to, or did you just say something and he just hasn't said anything back? Have you responded many different times to try to get him to say something, or did you just leave it at that? Because you know the drill. You already know he, like, blocked you, and you're, like, not even going to go there. Because whichever one is which, I feel like you need to, you know, you need to act differently depending on what that looks like. I took him off the pedestal by posting the picture in the story. He kept emphasizing, you posted the pic to show your friends and family, to rub the picture in his face. He kept saying that to you? So he's actually talked to you about the picture already. And he's mad. So, that's so dumb, isn't it? He's like, I don't want a relationship, but I don't want you in a relationship. Which tells me that, yeah, he's got, like, it's one thing to be, like, not wanting to be in a relationship with the person, and then, like, getting jealous that they post with somebody else, and you're kind of, like, thinking, like, maybe I do want that person. But to actually go out and say, like, and be angry and have something to say, like, and be like, look, that pisses me off, like, it's your fucking problem, like, it's your responsibility that he's pissed off now. It's like he didn't want a relationship, so what's he mad about? But it's interesting that he actually is making it your problem. Like, I'm jealous, and like, why would you, like, you did something wrong. Like, no, you don't want a relationship, so what are you mad about? And, like, yeah, that's what you were trying to do anyway, but for him to come and act like you're supposed to, like, all of a sudden, like, do something about that, like, you tried to do something about that. He's the one who needs to do something. He blocked me because I kept defending myself, and he called me a liar. So this person, you know, arguments like that, if it's annoying now, just imagine 50 years being with that I mean, that's really bad. That's not going to change, by the way. That's who that person is. That's ridiculous. And it's not cute. It's no way to get fairness in a relationship right there. I mean, maybe he's just pissed off right now and later on he'll get over it. But if he needs to fucking apologize, or he needs to, like, come correct and be like, okay, look, I understand. I told you I didn't want to be with you, and that's why this happened. It's not that you're a liar. It's just, I mean, I was just jealous or whatever. You know, but if that never happens and he later on still is blaming you for that, he's not seeing things correctly, and that's never going to be a thing that makes you, you're going to constantly be trying to fight for his approval and for, you know, to make him happy and to not piss him off, to walk on eggshells, and it's like, fuck all that. But as for right now, your question, I feel like, yeah, he's probably going to reach out and, you know, have something to say, you know, which is retarded, but my advice to you is just, like, if he starts being stupid, just tell him, look, I'm going to go on my trip, you're going to have some time to think about this, and whatever you want to, like, be, or whatever you're trying to do at that time, I'm not trying to worry about it. So I told you what I have to say, and if you feel like it's still me, then you probably just shouldn't even, you know, I'm probably going to piss you off a lot because that's who I am, and you know, it won't work. But and just leave it at that, you know. Give him something to think about. Don't be so available. You know, just let him know, like, look, this is who I am, so I didn't do anything wrong, like, you didn't want to be with me, so if this is bothering you, maybe you should look at that and, you know, ask yourself why, instead of getting mad at me, like it's my problem. I have shit to do, like, sorry, gotta go. You know, just be strong like that. I'm telling you, if you guys are gonna be together, like, it's going to be, hang on a second. Hang on a second. If you guys are going to actually make it a thing, if he's ever going to decide to choose you, it's not going to be because you, like, did whatever the fuck he wanted and just, like, allowed him to block you and just were always available whenever he wanted. He's not going to one day decide, like, okay, yeah, no, I do want to be with that person. No, he's going to keep playing that game. So you have to, like, put your boundaries up and show him that you don't need him, that it's not whatever he wants whenever he wants. You have a life too, and you just don't want to play this fucking game anymore. You know, sorry, I guess you just don't really like who I am, and what are we doing? We're wasting our time. I'm telling you, if he does actually ever plan on being with you, then that should work. And I'm not saying it'll work tomorrow, the next day. I'm saying it should get him to realize, if you actually do it in a way that's, like, genuine. Like, you can't be like, okay, I miss you. No. Like, if you have to block him, block him. If he's going to trigger you, if his text will trigger you to, like, you can't help but respond, block him while you're on your trip, you know, and let him think about it. Give him that and let him think about it, you know, because he needs to think about it a little harder. He needs to remember that you don't deserve shit like that and that you are your own person. You don't need him, you know. So, yeah. He said the pic shocked him. Perfect. That's exactly what he needs to feel so that he can make a fucking decision and stop stringing you along. You know, that's fucking bullshit. Hell yeah, you do. And he needs to know that. And if he doesn't already, that's not good. But I mean, maybe you just need to give him a little reminder. Sometimes it's, like, kind of weird because when we don't put up boundaries, it's almost like, in a way, like, sometimes people don't even realize. I mean, I'm sure he realizes, but sometimes when we're so okay with things, like, people don't even know that, like, they're kind of pushing it with us. Like, oh shit, yeah, I forgot you don't treat people like that. It's just that you're always so fucking okay with it that it's like, I forgot that it's not okay, you know? So we kind of just have to remind people sometimes, like, wait, I have a life. I don't need this, you know? I don't want this. Like, you can do that by yourself because I'm good on that. And then they're like, oh, yeah, I was kind of acting shitty, you know? Like, oh, yeah, I'm kind of a dick. Like, it doesn't always work, though. Some people really are dicks, and they don't give a fuck what you think. So hopefully that's not the case here. What is A hiding from me? What is A hiding from me? Is A hiding anything from you? That's the question. Oh, I'm sorry. Shit. Thank you for reminding me, Azalea. I'm sorry, girl. Thank you for reminding me. Totally forgot. We got carried away in that reading. I was talking some shit, but yeah, let me know. You said any of them will do? I think the Chakra Wisdom, because like I said, that one is just always very inspiring to me. Like, I feel like it just talks about a lot of stuff that I couldn't cover with the tarot by itself. So let's go ahead and do that one. Chakra Wisdom for Azalea. Give me a card for Azalea. We need to know what her inspiring message is here. Ooh. Okay. Growth. I love growth. Perfect for you. This is perfect for your reading. Growth. I want you to go ahead and just like check that out for a second. This is a good card. They're all good cards, but this is a really great card. It resonates with your reading. So growth, okay. This one too, renewal. That was on my lap right now, so that obviously came out earlier. All right, so let me get the book here for you. Chakra Wisdom, Oracle. And let's make that pretty. All right, well, we tried. We tried. Okay. All right, so growth. It is a green card. It's a green chakra. So first I'm going to read you the green chakra passage, you know, the introduction. It says, discover the wisdom of the heart. Overall impression is love. Keywords are balance, harmony, brotherhood, hope, growth, healing, love, peace, and prosperity. So the manifesting intention here says the fourth chakra, the heart chakra, relates to matters of the heart. No kidding. In manifesting, we are always blocked if our heart is not in it, right? So if our heart's not in it, then we're going to be blocked. It says there is something very pivotal about every green card, as though each one indicates a key moment of personal choice. Okay, a key moment of personal choice. They tell us about the heart of the matter. In this chakra, we decide whether we will proceed or whether things will get kicked back to our yellow chakra, where we spend time thinking without progressing our decisions. Okay, so which is it going to be for you? You got to make that decision here. Personal choice, remember? So, love that. It says, in essence, you will see here whether your heart is truly invested in the actions you are willing to take. Every green card owns the distinction of revealing what happens when you do or don't follow your heart. The question these cards ask is, what does your heart tell you? So that's going to be very important for you to ask yourself, Azalea. And I don't mean like, what does your heart tell, like your like lust, like you want this person. Oh yeah. No, what does your heart tell you? Does your heart tell you that this isn't going to be good, that you already know this guy's not good? Like, what does your heart tell you? That's what it wants you to listen to. And you should already know the answer to that, you know? Shouldn't be too hard to think about. And if you're thinking about it, it's like, and you don't know, you're not listening to your heart, because it shouldn't be something that you have to like think about. It's not about thoughts. It's not, because when your thoughts take over, that's anxiety, that's like worry, and that's like, it gets, you know, things are unclear when you start thinking too much about it. It's like, what do you feel? It should just be natural, you know? You should just know if you're connected to yourself like that, you know, if you're in tune with yourself. So, growth. Green cards at a glance, it says grass is the character's name. This card implies personal commitment and following one's heart. Personal commitment, remember? Personal commitment. Boundaries. I have a life. I don't want to deal with this. I'm too good for this. Not, you don't even have to say it like that, but just make it known. You know what I mean? That you feel that way. And that you know that. And then, you know, like, live that. Even if you have to act like but try to actually believe that, you know? Like, that's probably, you know, not a bad idea there. But, yeah, personal commitment. and following one's heart, remember? It is about honoring your growth and the growth of others. There is a sense of courage and abundance and an ability to stand tall. Perfect. This is a time to uphold what your heart knows is true. Okay, yep. So this is your challenge, Azalea. And I know you can do it, and I know you already know what it's talking about, but this is your time. You got to do this shit, dude. You got to stand tall, and it should be easier for you to do it than other times right now. Like, it should be like, hopefully this inspires you, because yeah, that's definitely, I feel like, perfect for your situation. So, okay, growth. Grass. It says your message is best expressed when you are uniquely you. What did I tell you? When you are uniquely you, your message is best expressed. Because you got to tell him how it is and just live that life so that he can understand that. You know, you can't just like say it and then like go back on it. It's not going to be taken seriously. You have to like be who you are and just be about that shit. You know, sorry, I guess maybe we shouldn't even be together then. You know, maybe it's not what's best for the both of us. I don't know. Maybe you should think about it. While I'm on my trip, you can think about that, because I already know what I want to do. So maybe you need to figure out what you need to do. And if you want me to be included in that, or you want to be included in my life, you know? So, the legend. Grass is excited. He's the character, remember? Grass. Grass is excited. He is ready to tell his best friend Weed that he is gay. But Weed reacts negatively, and it is the first of many judgmental encounters for Grass. For years, he is turned down for jobs, and even when he applies for an apartment. Grass fights for the right to live where he wants, and wins, but soon after he moves into his new apartment, someone breaks in and attacks him. In the hospital, his loved ones gather, sharing stories of who Grass was to them. He dies, leaving behind his legacy of love and courage. Love and courage. That is really morbid right there. He died from that. Wow, that's fucked up. That ain't cute. That's really sad. But what it means is they remembered about him that he was always trying to fight for what was right. Like, to be able to like love who you want and live where you want, because love who you want. Like, you should have the freedom to do that. And that's a very inspiring message that he was trying to, fight for. So everyone remembers that about him. Inspiration. Grass says, break away. It may be time for a change of scenery. What did I tell you? Vacation, traveling, moving. Visit a foreign country, embark on a new enterprise, or learn a skill. Most importantly, grow. See what I said about this deck? It's awesome. Usually, okay, every time I've done a reading for this too, it does resonate. Like, I think there's been very, very rare times where like someone was kind of like, but most of the time this hits right on. I'm so glad that I started using this deck right now, because I forgot how great it is. So most importantly, grow. What I tell you about traveling or going somewhere, vacation. So the next thing says, this is a personal inquiry, so this is for you to ask yourself this question. What have I outgrown? Am I willing to become independent? Okay. The key ideas are taking a stand, living your truth, lack of safety, clashing values, teaching by example. Okay, so please be as safe as you can. Try to, watch the road. I mean, people can hit you too. I mean, it's just saying lack of safety. That's kind of throws me off there. Taking a stand, living your truth, lack of safety, clashing values, teaching by example. I don't like that lack of safety. I don't want to tell you that. Like, that sucks. I want to figure out what that is so that doesn't happen. Because it's like everything else, exactly what the fuck, like, we're talking about here. Standing tall, living your truth, living that life. Like, be about it, right? Everything that we've talked about already. Clashing values. It might just be that you guys aren't going to be able to be together. I mean, that's up to you guys. But it's like clashing values. You guys just might be different people. It might just not really, be a good thing for the both of you. But who knows? I can't tell you that. Only you guys can. So keywords are warrior, peace, and courage. Whatever the lack of safety is here, it looks like you're standing tall, you're the warrior, courage, like you're not afraid. Like, you should be able to get past it or get through it, or, maybe even avoid it, hopefully, prevent it. But it looks like it's not like it's not like a victim thing, or it's not like you're like having to, it's not like you're having to like go and find safety. It's like there's a lack of safety, but maybe it's saying like your fierceness is not safe for other people around you. No, I'm kidding. No, but I mean, it seems like you're not being affected by it too much. You're courageous and you're standing tall and you're not really afraid. You're a warrior. So that's good. That makes me feel a little bit better about that for you. Okay, and then at the bottom, there's a little meditation here. It says, find a peaceful place where you can listen to the sounds outside. In your mind's eye, watch the grass sway in the wind. Allow images to come to you as you see a road and wander down it. Where do you find yourself? If you wish, write down what you see. That's pretty cool. I think I'm going to do that one later. That seems fun. Okay. So basically, if you want to see what I just read to you, this is the page here. You can look up online Chakra Wisdom Oracle. Chakra Wisdom Oracle. And you got the card Growth. So I'm pretty sure that you can find this passage online somewhere. I mean, I'm not 100 on that, but I'm pretty sure that if you just type it in, Chakra Wisdom Oracle Growth, then you should be able to find what I just read to you. Or you can just go back and listen to it again. Up to you. Give me more watch time. That's always appreciated. So thank you, Azalea. Thank you. And yeah, that's why I love the Chakra Wisdom, because it is a beaut. It really is helpful for, you know, situations. Like, it really, that shit was like encouraging your ass to do what I said and stand tall and tell him what's up and just live it. You know, do not go back on it. Like, literally, he will hopefully snap into shape. And if he doesn't, then what can you do? You know, but I feel like that will work pretty well for you. So let's see here. Mamma mia. Thank you, Azalea, by the way. I love doing readings for you. It's my pleasure. Thank you for being here. You're like a long-time subscriber. Love you. What's A hiding from me, member? Let's do that one. Gisela, you're back. Okay. Yeah, we'll do yours after this, okay? So, what is A hiding from me? Hi, Mila Mila. I saw you the other night. Pretty sure. What's A hiding from me for pink roses? What's A hiding from me? You need to take action in some way, or they're going to be taking action. Trying to find peace here and harmony. That's the Sagittarius card right here. Temperance. This is Sag. There could be a Sag involved. I would say that what they're hiding from you is they're going to be taking action soon. Like, this is, they've already contemplated for long enough and they're actually going to be taking an action. If it's not Sag, it's talking about peace and harmony. So what they're going to try to do is make things right, or make things work better by being like more fair, and like they're going to try to offer that kind of like harmony. They're not going to be like a burden. They're not going to be drama. Maybe they're going to like not cause problems anymore if that's what they've been doing and they're aware of that. Yeah, I love these cards. This is the Giant Rider-Waite Tarot. So this is the Ace of Swords, and what that means is there's going to be an opportunity for them. Aces are opportunities. Opportunity to speak their voice, you know, take the sword, like take authority over their lives. And that should be a good thing, because if they've been kind of like lacking that, it could have been a problem for everybody else, like that they couldn't just like step up for themselves. It could have been a problem for other people around them. So that's going to be like a relief. But also there could be something where they're not able to kind of say what's on their mind, and now they're going to be doing that. So whatever they're hiding from you, they're going to be able to come out and say that and talk about that soon. So you won't feel like they're hiding anything from you. So this is positive overall. I feel like you shouldn't worry about it much. I mean, it seems like they know that they need to make things right, and that's what they're seemingly trying to do here. So I don't think it's like really a bad thing. But it's funny that you say, what are they hiding from me? Because it's like, yeah, obviously it is hidden because you're worried, instead of like they're trying to like, they're gonna go and try to make things right, and it's like you're like totally not expecting that, you know, out of what's been going on. No problem, Azalea. Thank you. No problem. Okay, so yeah, they're gonna try to you know, be more peaceful, or be more helpful, or, you know, try to make things more harmonious in the environment that you guys are in together, whatever that is. So So I feel like they're going to try to not be like causing problems or stressing you out or stressing anyone out. They're going to try to like, you know, be more like cooperative, and they're going to try to bring more harmony to the situation, and they're going to be able to speak their voice on something. So it shouldn't be much longer that you have to wonder what they're hiding. Also, this is cool because this is the Queen of Swords. Rarely do I ever get it for you know, situation like this where someone's going to be taking responsibility. You see her hand is out. She's like kind of asking for somebody to take responsibility, and or she's taking responsibility. But here it's basically saying, you know, take responsibility. And I feel like that's what this person's going to be doing, is they're going to come forth and they're going to like accept what they've done, and kind of like try to, you know, be responsible about that and make changes to make the situation more, you know, harmonious. So that's good. Okay. I am still here. You said, will you marry a rich man, Gisela? Okay, will you marry a rich man? Some of these questions, man, are just funny. Shit, I mean, I guess everyone wants to know that, right? Will he have a good job? Will he, you know, fuck if we're, no. I don't really care about the connection. I just want to know, can he pay for everything? I'm just kidding. I'm teasing. I just think it's funny. 1313, what? It's funny. All right, Gisela, will you marry a rich man? What's this guy going to be like? Will you marry somebody with money? Will you marry somebody with money? Oh. Interesting. What does that mean? Okay, yeah, I think you will, but here's the deal. First of all, down here, we got some cards that fill out first, and that's kind of what I went off of first. You have Ten of Wands, which is somebody carrying all the weight here in this situation. Someone who's carrying all the weight. The other person is not carrying their own wands. You're carrying all of them. What that means is you're going to be very exhausted. So I don't know if they're working all the time and you are at home like doing everything else, but somebody's putting in more effort than the other, and it's exhausting. Like, you can tell. I mean, you know it's exhausting. Like this for 10 wands. That shit's exhausting. And there could be other people carrying their wand, but they're not. So somebody's doing all the work here, and it's going to be obvious, you know, who that is, because it's like one person doing it and other people not. So, and somebody's working very hard as well. So this is something where it's either a hobby, an apprenticeship. Maybe this is like you are with the person when they're starting from the ground up and they're really going to have a, you know, good career later on. But right now they're just working very hard, endlessly, tirelessly at it. It could be you who's doing that as well. Like maybe they're the person carrying the wands and you're the person, or maybe you're carrying the wands, but you're working really hard. You know, it's like, it just kind of depends on, a few different things, but the context here, we're talking about somebody, basically the main message is somebody's doing most of the work and another person isn't. So in a relationship, that's, you know, that's not equal. Obviously equal is hard to come by and make it perfect, but it's like somebody is definitely putting more effort into this and they're working very hard at something. And also here, King of Pentacles tells me that, yeah, this person is materialistic. It could be talking about you. Are you an earth sign person? That would be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Are you a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn? Or are they? Hi, Starseed. Gisela, are you an earth sign person? Or are they? Who's the earth sign here? You said you're fire sign person. Maybe they are. Are you a Leo? That'd be funny if you are Leo. Not like a bad thing, but... So, okay, if they're not, let's just say they're not an earth sign, there's no earth sign here, but then we're talking about somebody who's materialistic, because that's the King of Pentacles. He's got his jewels and his money and his valuables, and that's all he cares about. So that's the thing here that, you know, we're kind of asking about. So either, yeah, someone either does have money or they're only concerned with that. So that could be you. I mean, just, you know, considering the question you asked. But then we also have the King of Cups. So we, you know, could be a water sign person as well. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And, you know, it could be that, and it could also not be. Like, it doesn't have to be these signs, but these are the energies that are coming out here. I'm just letting you know that that's possible because this is what they mean regarding astrology. But that this card also means that it's a caring, loving relationship. Like, it's a caring, loving person, actually. This energy of this card, this person is caring and is genuinely caring. Like, isn't just a piece of shit who doesn't give a fuck. Like, so I feel like either you're with somebody who, like, you're thinking, this is two people here. We have two court cards. So somebody is thinking about materialistic stuff. Somebody is, like, very caring. So maybe you're going to get with someone who does have money but is very caring and is willing to kind of, like, do all the work and give you the money. I mean, I don't know. It could be, but somebody is, it's not fair here, and that kind of sucks. You know, it's like, how long can that last? I'm a Leo and Leo rising as well. So somebody is definitely putting out more of the work, and that's what we know for sure. So earth, water, caring, materialistic. Somebody's working really hard. Somebody's carrying all the weight. Somebody's materialistic, and that's all they care about. And somebody is very genuinely caring. So I feel like that's a clash made in heaven, though, in a way, you know, because those two would attract each other, right? Because it's, you know what I mean? Because it's, like, not healthy. Do you know what I mean? Somebody's worried about being rejected too, or somebody might be rejected. So in the end, I feel like this should not go down because somebody's, well, I shouldn't say that. Maybe there's lessons to learn from it, you know? I shouldn't say whether or not anything should happen in your life. That's your life. But it looks like this isn't going to end well. Like, somebody's worried about being rejected, and maybe it's them because they think, like, you're just going to leave them if they don't have enough money or something. Like, let's look more into this a little bit. Who is the materialistic person? Like, what's the end goal of this? What's the end goal of this? Like, if this person, like, who's the King of Cups? And who's the no, I want to know who the Ten of Wands is. That will give us a lot of insight here. Who is the Ten of Wands? Ooh, taking a break. Not being able to make a decision. Would you consider yourself a person who is indecisive or unable to kind of, like, make a decision? Like, you can't really say always what's on your mind or do what you always want to do. Like, you feel kind of, like, blocked, or, like, you feel like somebody is always trying to, like, either threaten or make you feel guilty. Like, your voice is not able to be heard a lot of times. You're, like, hesitant, you're timid. You're a Leo, so I mean, I doubt it, but it could be them who's that way. Like a clash made in heaven, like I said. Of course, Stephanie. Yeah, of course. How are you? How are you? I haven't seen you in a while. Stephanie Hall, I haven't seen you in forever. It's been like months, I feel like. So give me the lowdown on this. What is this going to be? Is this going to be a relationship? Or is this ever going to manifest? We do see the King of Cups again. Yeah, somebody could offer you a connection. I feel like it's going to go like they're the person who is, like, genuine and you're kind of not. Can we say that? Like, are you using them? Somebody's working really hard. It's funny because it's like somebody's working really hard and it's like I could see you going, girl, using him, it's hard work for me to get somebody like that too. Like, what do you think? Like, I'm just, you know, it's easy to find. No, like, it's hard for me to get this to, you know, happen for myself too. So I'm putting in work too. You just don't see it like that. But I don't know. That's what I feel like. You know, I feel like he's like the timid one who's nice. And it's like, you are materialistic. And maybe you're having to put in work because of that. And it's not a fair thing, you know? Or it could be them just putting in all the work and you're just kind of like sitting back. Give me the main message that she needs to know from this situation. Like, is this a good deal or not? What does she have to learn from this? What's the main lesson with this situation? Because I feel like you will find somebody who obviously has money, but like, is it the right thing for you to go for? That's your decision, I know, but I'm just kind of wanting to see what the whole point of the situation is. Looking back, you are going to have to learn a lesson from it. This card talks about, like, after a lot of things have happened, like where he's at now, right here standing on this mountain, he's thinking literally of all the events and all the things that have happened and how he's gotten to this point, everything that's led up to this point right here where he's standing here. So this could be a moment of you're proud of yourself. This could be a moment of I'm a survivor. I've been through a lot of shit. Or look how far I've come, you know, things like that. So yeah, basically this is happening so that you can have this moment here and think back to the situation, like, and you're gonna learn some shit from this. And who's to say what those things will be? That's up to you, obviously. That's your own experience, but that's the purpose. And so I can't really tell you that you shouldn't do it because I'm not you. And also you have free will, and also obviously there's a reason that you're supposed to learn from that situation. And I wouldn't want to take that from you. Not that I could, but I mean, I wouldn't want to encourage you to not experience that. Okay, you guys, give me like 5 minutes. I'm going to go to the bathroom really quick. I will be right back though, so sit tight. Don't go anywhere. Okay. Wait for me. Post your questions too. Hey, hey. So let's continue, you guys. We are going to be doing some readings. Let's see. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I took a break there. But let's get back into it, you guys. I had to like regather myself, bump some Juice World, you know, get into it again. So let's see what this person is thinking about you today. I'm just going to go down the line here. So may I please know what is Coochie thinking about me today? Or Gaurav? Yeah, and yes, definitely. Heat Journey. Ooh, I love that name. Heat Journey. I'm going to be answering your question right after this one above you, okay? So stick around. And thanks for liking, you guys. So what does this person feel about you? And what are they thinking about you today is what you want to know. Today, of all days, what are they thinking about you? Ah! Well, we have the Lovers here, so it's safe to say that there is some, you know, kind of connection here, or there was, or maybe they're wanting to be. So let's see, what are they thinking about you today? Considering you as a lover, or Gemini person, maybe both. Ooh, okay. So this person's very, they see you as very independent. Even if you don't believe that's true, you may not actually believe it's true, because here we have the Seven of Cups. I'm going to try to move this so that you can see better. That should help. So, Seven of Cups is a card that is basically, you know, talking about like, yes, you have, there's things that you're looking at in the situation that aren't exactly what they seem, like you just don't see it correctly, and it could be you or them. But since we're asking how they feel about you, I feel like we're talking about, you know, they don't see you correctly. Like they see you as this really independent woman or man, right? You said her. You know, Queen of Wands is very independent. Like she does whatever the fuck she wants and no one can stop her. So it's kind of like, yeah, you gotta, you know, good luck pinning that person down. And that's how they're seeing you. And you may not see yourself that way, but that would make more sense if you didn't, because basically the Seven of Cups is talking about like they don't see you correctly. They're seeing something that they want to see in you. So there could be disappointments later because when they realize that you're not what they thought you were. So just know that even though they are feeling something for you, it might change. And you know, that might kind of ruin things for them. It might kind of, you know, make you guys disconnect because they're going to be like, I didn't expect this, you know what I mean? And I'm not really happy with it. So just, you know. Hi, Starseed. Yes. Yeah, I had to take a break and I had to get myself back into it. Bump some Juice World, you know. Love that guy. He's like my shit right now. So, yeah, it looks like this could happen. They're seeing you in that way. But also, too, they have options. Okay, know that. They do have other options. And they're looking at you like they're considering you. But the thing is, like, they see you as very independent. So maybe that's what's attracting them to you more, because they're like, oh, he has shit to do. You know, he's got, like, a life. And it's not just like he's available at any time. And even if you don't feel that way about yourself, like, it would make more sense if you didn't feel that way about yourself, because what it's also saying here is that basically you, with the Seven of Cups, you, the person's seeing you in a way that's non-realistic. It's kind of what they're wanting to see. So maybe that's the kind of person they want to really be with. And who's to say? You would know better than I do whether or not you are that person. But if you don't feel like you're that person, that makes even more sense, because they're not seeing you correctly anyway. So excuse me. Oh my goodness, Starseed. Oh, my bad. Will I be able to afford my 2-week stay at the Dominican Republic anytime soon? Will I enjoy myself there? Thank you, by the way, for your donation. I didn't even see it. Thank you. You're so sweet. All right, so let's get your question answered here. Oh, wait. Let me remind you as well. There was somebody... Heat Journey. Are you still here, Heat Journey? Heat Journey, are you still here with us? And if you are Heat Journey, then please just stick around because I have to do this donation reading first, okay? But if you are around Heat Journey, then stick around and post your question again so I can get to you after this one, okay? Like I said I would. Okay? So Heat Journey. Starseed Glow. Hi, Olive. So Starseed Glow. Let me read that again. Will I be able to afford my 2-week stay at the Dominican Republic anytime soon? Will I enjoy myself there? Well, let's see now. Thank you for your donation, by the way. I have so many cards here. I need to get a card catcher. I don't even know if that exists, but it needs to exist. Like, it needs to be created because I drop cards for all day. Like, it's kind of ridiculous. But it is what it is. Like, I don't see other tarot readers having that problem because they don't shuffle like I do. I guess they're not sloppy and all over the place with it. Like, I'm sorry, I put some emotion into my shuffling. I put some freaking energy into my shuffling. It just flies all over the place. All right, Starseed, let's get this going. Favorite deck to use for this stuff because you can see the pictures, you can see exactly what I'm talking about, why I'm coming to the conclusion I'm coming to. So let's start here. So will I be able to afford my 2-week stay at the Dominican Republic anytime soon? Will she be able to fulfill this desire of hers, this wish that she has to go to the Dominican Republic? Will she be able to afford it? What's her money situation looking like? And what would she need to do to be able to create this desire and get it going for herself? Gaurav, yes. Look back to the reading I just did. That one was for you, and based on the cards, yes. It looks like they're seeing you in that way, like in a way that's, like you could be a potential lover. But like I said, go back and listen to it because like I said, they aren't seeing you correctly, so they could be disappointed later when they find out that certain things they thought aren't exactly the way that you are. So, go check that out, okay? I did answer that question, okay? So, Spirit says, static high emotions cause the cards to fly. Well, that makes sense, doesn't it? Wow. Fuck. That really makes sense for me. Yeah, I could see that. Okay. That's funny. All right, so what's her money situation looking like? Olive, I did not do yours. So after I do Heat Journey, I will do yours, okay? Thanks for the likes, you guys. I appreciate it. And if you guys haven't already, just go ahead and subscribe to the channel, join us and be a part of this. We're a family here. And I want to give you guys some good information, so don't miss that opportunity. Every time that I go live, you'll get notified if you subscribe. So make sure that you're doing that. Make sure that you guys are joining so you don't miss anything, okay? And you can get a reading. So what's up? What up with your money situation? Okay, it's basically saying go for it. So the way I do readings, as you know, Starseed, is I like to, in my view of it, give you some hopes that are realistic. So it's not like, oh yeah, this is what's gonna happen and just wait. No, it's like, this is what you have to do in order to make this happen. Like, you have to take action yourself, So this is part of that. Collaboration. Also, making a decision about something. This is the Cancer card. So basically there's something that you need to take action on, and it likely has to do with a decision you have to make. There's 2 options you can go, 2 ways you can go, and you're gonna have to choose one. You can't have both. And so you're going to have to choose which one that is, and that time will come for you to make that decision. And it could be regarding your financial situation. Like, collaboration is going to have to do with it as well. So it could be that you have to go with more than one person. Like, I don't know how many people you're planning on taking with you or going with, but you should consider taking, if it's just you should consider taking more than just you, because I think that would help the situation as well financially. These are pentacles. So money, security, more than one person is going to be important here to collaborate and, make this happen like as a team. It'd be a lot easier, a lot more doable. Aquarius, also talking about don't give up hope, believe in yourself. It sounds like it's, it sounds like it's, kind of like cliche, or kind of like, oh, like, woo, like that's, you believe. But seriously, it's true. Like, that's what the star card is about. Believe in yourself and know that you have what it takes, and just have that hope and that dream. Like, don't give up on that, because it's going to, like, it can happen, but if you give up on it, obviously it can't. So here we do have, again, somebody who's trying to find security here with the Pentacles. Makes sense. And then here's somebody who's being honest. It's the King of Swords. He does not buy bullshit. So don't try to lie to him. Don't try to be a bullshitter right now, like about your finances, about anything like having to do with finances. Like, be honest, especially when dealing with other people. Be honest, like, be straightforward. Do not be passive or beat around the bush, or like let there be things that are unsaid. Be very straightforward. I feel like you will be able to do this, Starseed Glow, like, no doubt. But I have to remember, the first card was the Chariot. So it's kind of starting out here asking you, calling on you to make a decision. So before any of this can happen, you will have to make that decision. And that decision, again, remember, is which way are you going to go? So you could be having like some new ways you're trying to do things right now, like in your life, habits, you're like, okay, I'm going to save more. I'm not going to go here anymore on the weekends because I don't need to go there. It's a waste of money. And like different little habits like that you're trying to save up and like make this happen. So you can either keep going the way you've been going, or this new way, these new habits. And I think you have to pick one, because you're still on the fence, or you're still like not all in. And you kind of have to dedicate yourself to one of these paths. And that's going to lead you either there or not, You said, yes, I want to go, but I'm undecided. I'm asking my fiance for help. I don't want his help, but this is what they are talking about. He knows everything. I just want to do it on my own, but it will take longer. Oh, I see. Okay. So what is the likelihood that she's, well, it's saying, okay, with the star card there, that's a great thing, because basically it's saying like, don't give up hope on this, like I said. So it's, same goes for what you just said. It's like, if that's what you want to do, you can totally do that. To just don't give up on yourself. No, have faith that you're going to be able to do that. I believe you can do that. If that's what you want to do, you'll be able to do it. If you really want it, you can do it, right? It's like people make a lot of excuses for things why they don't do things, but if you really want it, there's nothing that should be able to stop you, And that's perfect that this card came out. I was just going to say, it may take some time, but you can do it. That's what this card's about, the Seven of Pentacles. It's basically about being patient and waiting for this garden to grow. I don't like this card so much because to me it kind of resembles like waiting for this garden to grow. Like, so I'm just sitting here waiting, watching, like no. You're supposed to take action. You're supposed to do things in the meantime to make it better for yourself and all of that. So I will never tell you to not act. Like, unless it's like, don't act right now or yet, or like on this, like don't go and burn down his house or whatever the fuck, But like, if it's saying wait, I feel like that's telling you to wait for something to happen, when it's like, no, you still have to live your life and make shit happen. So, but for this situation, you're going to have to just be a little patient. It's going to take a little time, but keep doing what you need to do to make that better for yourself and make it easier for yourself and make it happen, Right. Right. Yes, exactly. And look at this. Okay. So you said your fiance knows everything and you just want to do it by yourself. So go ahead and do that. Good for you. You should be able to do that. Just keep believing you can do it. And sometimes the star card before it came out, it comes out sometimes when it's like someone needs to hear that. Like they might actually be giving up hope or feeling like they can't do it. So along the line, down the line, you know, it's going to be a while, right? So a little bit of time. If that happens, if you start to just feel discouraged, just remember the star is telling you, no, don't give up. Keep having positive thoughts about this. Keep believing in yourself because you can do it. And the Fool here is, you know, it's kind of like the naive a bit. You said you want to learn yourself, so you don't really know, and it would be your first time doing this by yourself. You're wanting to, or just not with your like fiance who knows everything already. So I think, you know, like we said before, you should probably bring some friends or something, maybe just at least another person or maybe two, because it's showing more than one person collaborating. But the Fool here, you can see how he's about to jump off a cliff. If you noticed, if you didn't notice, his dog right there is kind of going, dude, what, hello, what are you doing? He's trying to get him to not do that. He's just like, la da 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 da. You know, he doesn't even notice. So he's about to jump off this cliff and he doesn't even see it. And that's what I don't want you to do. Like, the Fool is all about adventure, you know, something for the first time, exciting. Like, he's stoked, you know, on life. This is the first card of the whole tarot deck, and that's why it's 0. It's the Fool's journey, you know, through the major arcana, and then we have the swords and the cups and all of that. But this one starts out the whole entire journey. He's the Fool. He doesn't know anything about life, and that's why he's starting the journey, and he's just like, I'm so excited for the world. And then he meets the devil and the death card, you know, and like all these other things. And he starts to realize like, whoa, I don't know anything. And this is, wow, he learns all these lessons from all of the major arcana. So basically that's, you know, this is your first step and this is a good opportunity for you. It's like a new thing. It's a new adventure. Definitely exciting. Definitely a little scary. But I would doubt that you're feeling scared because he doesn't feel, does he look scared? The only thing that I warn with the Fool card is that you could be a bit naive about it. Like maybe not, like you're not paying attention to certain things that you should be paying more attention to. You could be thinking that things are all good when like maybe it's like you need to pay more attention to that. You know what I mean? You're being naive a bit careless. Yeah, we can say. So, I mean, just when this does happen, just make sure you're like, I mean, don't worry yourself to death, like have fun. No doubt you're going to be having fun, but just make sure that you're, you know, checking things twice, your list, and, you know, just get prepared for this, you know. Try to not just go into it without knowing anything or preparing for anything. You know what I mean? It would be better off if you didn't let anything like that, like, don't just be careless. But I don't think you are anyway, but it's just kind of saying like, you know, if you're naive too, there's not much you can do about that. You have to just have life experience to not be that way. So, I mean, you may just have to experience a few hiccups in order for that to kind of change. But as far as that goes, it looks like you will be able to do that. I mean, I don't think anything's going to stand in your way. And also because of how much you want to do that, just keep that in mind. Keep that star card in mind, you know? Okay. Did you have another question? 11. Okay, so we're going to do Oracle 2. Is that what we want to do? Was that 10? Hun, I was not even keeping track. It probably wasn't, was it? Probably wasn't. Okay, starseed. So let's, my hair's way crazy. Thank you. I hate them. No, thank you. Well, that's cool. That's good, you know. Right on. Thank you. Okay, so Starseed Glow. Hi, Shruti K. Thanks for liking, you guys. And hey, you guys, if you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and do that. It just takes a second to subscribe to the channel. I'm really appreciative of everyone that joins. You know, I want to get you guys all a reading tonight. So please go ahead and do that. Make yourself known and go ahead and subscribe for the first time if it's your first time here. And we'll get that reading for you in there, okay? So sit tight and I'll get to everyone, okay? Just go ahead and subscribe and like this video, please. Okay, just reminding you guys, it may be a bit redundant. I might remind you a few times, but that's just because some people, you know, they don't remember until you say, so that's just a little reminder. And I don't want you to forget who the reading was from last night, you know? Like, shoot, what was her name? So I'm just trying to be a pal there. Thank you. My second question is, how will my birthday go? Any surprises? Okay. Let's see, any surprises here. And also, get ready for to pick an oracle, starseed. Did you have anything in mind that you wanted to go with? Like, we have past lives, karma cards, chakra wisdom. So for your birthday, any surprises for you? Any surprises for your birthday? Anything we need to know specifically about her birthday that we don't know yet? Anything that's standing out here that you want to bring to her attention about her birthday? Thanks for the donation. I really appreciate it, Starseed. And also Azalea. Okay. For her birthday, are there any surprise to know about? Ooh la la. Maybe you'll be getting married around that time? You said you have a fiance, so obviously there's a very strong connection here. This could even be like a friend. Most of the time with the Two of Cups, we are looking at relationships, though. We are looking at, you know, a lover. So, I mean, yeah. But you already have a lover, so it's not really a surprise to you. Maybe they're going to, obviously he's already proposed. And I don't know your guys' situation. Maybe he hasn't really gotten a ring yet or something, but you guys have like both decided, yeah, he's proposed, you know, like, but we're just waiting until that happens. Like, we don't have the money yet, or whatever the case may be. There's something that still is yet to, you know, come within that connection, like other than the marriage itself, obviously the wedding and things like whatever you guys are planning. But there is some kind of connection like around your birthday time or on your birthday maybe. Maybe he just makes it a really special time. I feel like it's just a time that you guys are very close, and maybe that's surprising to you. You know, that you guys would be like so close and connected. Again, we have this star card. This is the Aquarius card, so I don't know if there's an Aquarius in the mix, but that keeps coming out. So it's like, have hope and faith. Like if you guys have problems right now, or if you guys are just not really connecting as much as you'd like, or as you're used to, or, you know, are happy with, that's probably, you know, that around that time, it's going to be a lot closer between you and things should be really great. And you should feel like you're on the same page, most importantly, like you're on the same, you see each other eye to eye and things are good. You know, there's nothing to worry about. It's like you guys are on the same page, and that's awesome. Here with the Four of Wands, we're talking about reconciliation, you know, we're talking about reunion, we're talking about getting together with people and having a celebration. So even more so, this could be the wedding that you guys are going to have. Yeah, it looks really a lot like it could be the wedding or something like the wedding, you know, like a celebration. Like people are celebrating you guys and people are really happy for you guys. Yeah, see, bottom of the deck. A lot of attention. See people around you, they're like rooting for you guys. They're like, woo, they're cheering you guys on. Maybe this is when you walk down the aisle and everyone's like, have a good time on your honeymoon. That's kind of what that looks like to me. And I think that's the surprise. You'd be surprised how many people are supportive of you, or maybe it's going to be around that time that you're having this wedding and you just didn't even, he's like, you know what? I love you so much. He's like, let's just get married already. Let's just have this fucking wedding. You know, he's like, we don't have to like, we're on a budget. I don't care. Like, let's do it in our backyard. I mean, who cares? Let's just do it. And it's a good time. It's a really great time. Maybe that's the surprise. Oh shoot, why would I tell you that? I wouldn't want to know that. I don't know. Maybe you should just. Oh. Yeah, I was kind of worried about that. I was kind of worried that there could be another person. I just didn't want to put that in there because you seemed like, and see, I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't take what I know and like, I should just say how I feel, but I don't know. I just didn't want to like mix that in there, you know? But yeah, I should have just told you that, I guess. I should just go with how I feel. That's a good sign that I should just go with my gut. But, we've been in separation. Me and my fiance will never get married because of certain things. But I keep getting messages that my twin will contact me. Well, that's sad. I mean, I feel bad about that. So maybe it is about the other person then. Because I'm like, maybe it would be a surprise to you that you guys are connected. But it's like, yeah, that would kind of make some more sense that it would be more of a surprise that this other person would be coming around. Well, that sucks. I mean, like, it's a good thing, but it's like, I just feel bad to talk about marriages like that, or like people that are like, you know, in relationships. Like, it sucks when they kind of come to an end and stuff. So, I mean, or like, you're like, we'll never get married, and it's just kind of like no hope. I mean, it's just like, that sucks, you know, that at one point you could be like, you know, fiance, that could be your fiance, and then the next moment you're like, yeah, it's not gonna work. That sucks. So, but Three of Cups, Page of Pentacles. It's like the beginning stages of a project that you're trying to like find structure with. So you're trying to make something work, and that could be that relationship, but you're trying to like manage this third party situation. That makes a lot more sense. Tell me about this twin flame person. I have a past, but we're in separation. I feel like he's going to contact me. My fiance drives me insane. We've been in separation. My fiance okay. Tell me about this twin flame person for her. Tell me about this person and if they're going to contact her soon. What do we need to know about this other person here that she's talking about? Twin flame person. We both don't want marriage. We damn near can't stand each other, to be honest. But I'm working on my life, but then I met my twin. That's crazy because I should have just went with my gut and told you what I was thinking. But this makes a lot more sense now. You know, if I could say, you know, believe it or not, it makes a lot more sense now than it did before. So I was trying to figure out the scenario, but it was like, and it made sense, but it was like, why would it be a surprise that you'd be connected to somebody you're already connected to, you know? So it makes a lot more sense that it's somebody else, which is kind of sad, but I mean, it, you know, it is what it is, so I'm not judging. I'm just like, I feel bad for like that situation, but at the same time, like, if you're not happy, then I just want you to be happy, you know? In your life's too short to even fucking deal with anything that doesn't make you happy, right? I mean, sometimes we have to like go to the DMV and shit. We're not happy with that, but you know, other than that, like, why waste time, you know, with people when they're bad for us, or we don't want to deal with all of that, drive each other insane. That's just no good. And that's up to you. So tell me about this twin flame person. We're going to contact her anytime soon. So they're on the fence. They are not making a decision yet. They're kind of hanging there. The hanged man, you see. They're hanging there, and they're waiting for more information first. Like, maybe they don't know whether or not you're connected. If you already know that they do, then obviously that's not really the case. I mean, but it's like they're waiting to see, like, what the status is with you. How to approach it, basically. Like, how do I go about doing this? Like, they're not just going to go and do it. They're going to think it through and all of that. So they're still deciding that. And the devil's here, too. So obviously this is a connection that's a bit toxic, or there's something about it that is obsessive, or it's like something about it is just very like, there's a pull, like there's an urge, there's something that keeps like pulling you in, and at times it can feel like you don't have control over that. You see how they're chained to the devil there at the bottom? That devil character, they're like chained to him because it represents like lack of self-control and kind of like obsession and kind of like just an urge that you can't really shake. You know what I mean? You can't really brush it off. It's like something that you just, like, you lack control, complete control over. And that probably drives you crazy sometimes. So, yeah, I mean, it does feel like a very, like, it's hard to just not want that person, I guess you could say. Okay, so then here, Page of Wands. It looks like even though he's wanting to wait, he or she is wanting to like wait and get more information first and figure out how are they going to approach it, because they just can't, you know, they have that urge, and so do you. you know, even if you guys aren't connected, I feel like it's going to still be there. Like, even though for whatever reason, you know, it's not happening right now, it's still there. And it kind of sucks sometimes because of how strong it is. But like, oh my goodness. Okay. That's so weird. Why wouldn't you guys just be together, weirdos? So yeah, we have this Page of Wands, and basically it's talking about like making a decision too soon, not thinking it through first. So obviously that's what we're trying to do now. We're trying to think it through first, but I feel like either it's them or you, and maybe it's even both. Okay, so when this does go down, you guys are just not really, that's because of that devil though. You're not really able to think it through or have the time to really like focus on it or like try to like schedule some kind of a plan, because obviously the devil's like trying to pull you in, and it's hard to really see things clearly when you're like in this like whole emotional state of mind that's just out of your control. You know, it's very difficult to like try to plan and prepare for something in a way that's like actually going to be like, not that it can't be successful, but just something that's going to be like structured and like make sense and be like this step by step. No, it's just a lot like with emotions, it's just a bit harder than that. You know, it doesn't really, like, a lot of times we just can't really control ourselves, right? So, and the Page of Wands is kind of without thinking. So, I mean, it's, you know, you can't really control it. It's like an impulsive thing. Like, you just, it's hard to like do the right thing, or it's hard to do something that you would normally do, like when that person's around. Kids and a lot of money is involved. I can't be with my twin. He juggles too much. Well, isn't that fitting? You like that? You like that 2 of Pentacles there? Well, I guess you already know that about him, huh? Weighing his options. So he has other options, or his life now, it's like he's just not ready to give that up yet. Or, you know, actually he's trying to make that decision. That could also be another reason he's the Hanged Man. He's showing up as the Hanged Man right now. Right? Because he's not sure what he wants to do yet. He would try to have me and his baby mama, but... Or, nope, I don't want to be juggled. It's toxic. There you go. There's that devil. But you still, for some reason, think about that and you have that urge. Here's the deal. Is he going to contact you soon? Let's get into this. Is he going to contact you anytime soon? Thanks for the likes, you guys. Is he going to contact you anytime soon? Go ahead and subscribe, you guys, if you haven't yet. Do that, please. I want you guys part of the team so you can get a reading here. Girl, please. Okay. The Death card. Dun, dun, dun. Scorpio. But the Death card. This could end soon. This could end soon, and this could be, it could be a big transformation for you. Like, that person, even though they're so strong in your life, like, you may not even realize how strong they really affect you until you don't. Like, I know you guys are in separation right now, but it's not over yet in your guys' minds. But when it is, like, if it does end or drastically change, this is a ending or a drastic change. Death. Almost as if a death has occurred. Like, you cannot go back to what it was before, because it's death. Like, it's final. So that's kind of the energy of that. It's like something drastically changes or ends between you, and it's going to transform you. Like, you will change as a person. Let's look at the romance angels to see what it's saying about this connection. Unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Interesting. That's interesting. It's trying to focus on me in the back, that's why. So there's not enough attraction or energy to keep this relationship going. Maybe that's all that we need to know. I'm so happy with walking away, you said. Oh. Don't you love when that happens? Soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. Goodness, it just keeps getting better. Yeah, okay. It's definitely some kind of connection here. It's funny because it's like unrequited love. Maybe this is about the person you're with now. Unrequited love. And then there's the soulmate. Could be that, because there is two people that were, you know, you're not involved with the other one, but you're like still, you know, there's still like a thing to you. So, I mean, there's still, it could be about them too, you know, their energy here. So that kind of sounds like, yeah. Heat journey. You are correct about that. Well, I don't know about for her, but about that situation, it seems like that. That's a good way to say it. Well, you know, that's going to be up to you, hun. But the thing is, like, if you are not happy in a situation, it's kind of like, yeah, I mean, something's got to change, or like you can continue to be miserable. I mean, that is up to you. I wouldn't say just like keep it going if you're not happy. That's going to be completely up to you. There's so many things in life, you know, that, have to do with that. Like, I can't just be like, yes or no. It's not my life. It's yours, and that will be your decision. Like, I would never tell you to like do that or not. But I'm saying, like, if you sound very unhappy, so I'm just kind of like, you know, just know that you don't have to do something that makes you unhappy. You can choose to be single even, you know, and that's up to you. But you said you make each other insane, so I mean, it doesn't seem like you really feel too happy there. But maybe it's just right now. Nice. Look at this, hun. Love yourself first. It says your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Oh, I love that. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Well, beautiful. Awesome. Well, there you have it, hun. Starseed Glow. I love you, girl. I think you should do what makes you happy, and I think you should not worry about anything else. You know, if we can say that, and I think we can. But you know, of course, everything that you do is going to be up to you, but because he wanted to leave the relationship, so when I finally pulled away, boom, I met my twin. What did we just see on here? Before, where was it? Oh yeah, this one, when I put the deck down, this one was facing up. Passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Maybe you need to open yourself up to that kind of a connection instead of running from it. But something's going to drastically change in your guys' connection there. And it could be with your current one too. I mean, it really depends on everything that's happening in your situation. Of course, we could look into more detail of that, but I'm going to move on for now just because I want to get other people's questions answered as well, hun. And I know you understand. And thank you for your donation. I love reading for you though, for sure. Like, come back and let's do this again, and like keep me updated on this. You know, I want to know what's happening for your situation. I want you to be okay. So yay, you know, keep your head up, girl. You got this. Do something that makes you happy though. You know, don't worry about the rest. That's kind of like not your responsibility to worry about the rest of anything. Except for the things you're responsible for, of course. But, you know, if you're not happy, you're not happy. Do something that makes you happy. So, heat journey. Can you post your question again, hon, please? Heat journey. Because I don't think I'll have access to it now. We've gone too far. Hi, I am Amira. I don't care who you want. Just sharing what I was. Oh, sorry. What JV wants with me. Okay. What JV wants with me. What does he want? Does he have intentions to have you in his life, or to what are his intentions with you? somebody was hurt here. Somebody's like going through it. I don't think the intention would be to put you in that position. It's more like I think they are in that position now. And so they have some kind of, you know, it's because of that. Fairness, justice. They want to make things right, or they want you to make things right, or they want things to be balanced again. Maybe there was a situation that went down between you that basically kind of left them out of sync and out of balance with themselves. And, well, I think kind of it really is kind of, you know, in a way it is coming from a place of care, because I don't think, you know, she's just here to say, like, you know, you aren't with people who, like, you're not with who you should be. I think that was probably coming from a place of care. I think it probably comes off different for people, like, when, you know, the tone and everything. But I do think that she did have a good intention, like, saying that, you know. I've heard that myself before, and honestly, like, it kind of is something to look at, you know. It could be helpful for you to look at that. You know who you are, like, better than anyone. So, I mean, if you don't feel like that's true for you, obviously do not even, you know, regard it. But, like, I don't think her intention was to come to you and be rude, like, you know, in any way. So, you know, hopefully you aren't taking it, like, you know, like she was trying to be. Okay. All right. So, basically here, yeah, there's some self-reflection here. Yeah, I think this person's had a lot of time to themselves, first of all, to really kind of heal from something, or trying to heal from something. Trying to just, like, recoup, and maybe they're coming to you, they're wanting to make it right, or wanting things to be balanced again, or, you know, I feel like they've been going through a lot. So you're saying, yeah, what JV wants with me. So yeah, it's basically just about, like, they've done healing. I don't think they are, like, wanting you to feel pain. Okay, you know what? I should just go with my gut here. They might be wanting you to feel a little bit of pain. They might be wondering if you've been going through it too. But with the Justice card here, that's Libra, and then the Hermit's Virgo. So what we're talking about is, like, basically they do want to make things right and balanced. They've had a lot of time to themselves. Maybe they're wanting you to also have time to yourself and think about things. Like, maybe they think that you haven't really given it much thought and you don't really care, and they want you to, or they think you should, and, you know, things like that. Like, they want you to consider things. JV and I have been friends with benefits for 7 years. I told him how I feel recently, so I pulled back. We message each other, but nothing of substance. Yeah, so there's something here that maybe he's, like, not liking that you have pulled back. And he wants to make things right and balanced. He's had a lot of time to think about it. Okay, so what is he coming up with? Maybe he's going to have something to say, like he's going to be coming to you soon and saying something. It seems like he's had time to think. Maybe he's also wanting you to have that time, because he wants you to also consider it. Like, he doesn't want to fuck things up completely, you know? It's like nothing of substance, but it's like maybe it has caused something in him to, like, realize, like, okay, wait, do I want to do this or not? Because, like, now I'm having to think about this. I'm having a lot of alone time to think about this, and it's kind of like, what is he thinking about it? What's he thinking about this? The give and the take. Maybe that's the balance too. But what is the self-reflection? There's a self-reflection moment here. Or there's a Virgo and a Libra. That could be as well. What is the self-reflection here? Maybe it's causing you to look inside of yourself too. Like, it's like, yeah, so with the Hermit card and the Ten of Cups, it's like he will and you will be able to find whatever it is that makes you truly happy. Like, Ten of Cups is all the way around happiness. But first, you need to, like, get right with yourself, and you need to have a talk with yourself. You need to figure out, like, what it is that you really need to feel happy, and what your steps are, what your plan is in order to reach that point. And a lot of people don't do that. What I mean by, like, steps is, like, you have to, like, think about things that have hurt you, things from the past, and think lessons you've learned and things you've healed from. And, like, take all of that and, like, don't disregard it when you are going after something in life, or, like, when you're trying to find happiness and satisfaction. Like, if you feel like you want to continue on with this person in a way that has no substance, like, that's definitely up to you. But it's just basically kind of showing that, you know, you can have all this happiness. Like, everyone has the right to it, and everyone can get it. but you can't just expect it, you know, if you're not going for it. Like if you're not like getting with yourself and figuring out what it is that you need, then you're never going to be able to find that because you don't even know what it is and you're not focused on it. You think that it'll just happen, or I don't know exactly what you think, you know, what, I don't want to like put words in your mouth, but I'm saying you need to like slow it down and kind of like get with yourself for a second and figure out, is this right for you? Is this something that you want to be doing? Are you on the right path, basically? Because the Ten of Cups is there, but it's just kind of like you need to like figure some things out first. You need to figure out why. You said, I'm a Virgo, he's a Libra. That's funny. Well, you guys, wow. Maybe you balance each other. Because with the Justice card, that's Libra. But we're talking about what is he balancing? What is the scales? What is the, maybe it's the give and the take of the friends with benefits. Like you're getting something, I'm getting something out of this, and it's pretty even, you know. But somebody is hurting a little bit. Somebody wants maybe more, or somebody just doesn't, you know, somebody's like having to heal from something, and you know, reconciliation. And then the Death card. So if this is a hot and cold situation, it could end up ending soon, or it could end up having a drastic change. Let's see what this drastic change is. Hi. Hi, Calming Vibes. Nice. Nice name. What is the Death card here for? What's the Death card here for, please? God, I have work tomorrow, and I'm gonna have to get up early. I'm like here still. I don't care. It's okay. I'm so pretty. So, what is the Death card here for? Also, that represents Scorpio. So there's reconciliation, but what happens after is what I'm wondering about. All right. Somebody is kind of wanting what they're wanting out of it, like a greedy thing. Like they are, you know, it's like, be careful what you wish for, right? Because you just might get it. This is the genie here. And also he has 9 cups filled to the brim, and you don't see him sharing, and he's totally happy with that. Like he's satisfied. He feels like this is what he deserves. He'll take more if you give him more too. He's not feeling like he has to like stop taking or stop accepting. He doesn't feel like he has to really give back. Like it's kind of like win-win for him. You know, he just wants more and more. And it's not balanced in that way. But the person's a bit greedy, we're seeing. So that's going to have to, it's like, you know, you can only, it's all going to come to, like, be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it. You might get him and then realize like you don't even want that. Like it's too much. You know what I mean? You're wanting too much. You have it, and then you're like, this is not what I was thinking it was. Like you have it all, and then it's like not something that you want, because like just not having him there was kind of like, ooh, you know, mysterious, like, oh, and you know, we're gonna have to see each other every now and then only, and it's like gonna be this exciting thing, but it's like then you get with the person and it's what you wanted, but then it's not it's too much of what you, yeah. And then we have the 7 of Cups. So it's funny because you're definitely not seeing this person clearly. They're not seeing you clearly. This all might come to a close pretty soon. The drastic change with the Death card could be that you guys have this relationship now. Like you get together and something happens. But when that happens, I feel like, you know, either way it goes, like something here is going to end up in a way that you did not expect. Like in a way that you did not see clearly. Just because you're looking at things in a way that's unrealistic. That happens a lot with like situations in love, and people are lying or not saying their true intentions, or not saying like how they really feel, or you know what they're planning on doing. It's like, yeah, that can throw us off. But right here, you're being thrown off. And this could be the both of you, like seeing each other in a way that's just not exactly what it is, really. Like seeing it for what you want to see, not really seeing it for what it is. And that could be because of a number of factors, because you are wanting it to be a certain thing, and because they're also displaying themselves as a certain thing to fit that, your beliefs in your own mind, you know, and you could be doing the same with them. So it's kind of like feeding into each other. And, you know, there's a lot of different options here too. So you guys could go for like different ways of going about this. But either way, I feel like you're going to go in a way that's unrealistic. And so it's, you know, there is risk of being very hurt by this. But at the end of the day, it's like this, it could either go that what's going to happen is, you know, you guys are going to actually make this happen. And then it's going to be like, whoa, I did not even want this. Like, I did not expect that. And it's kind of like, I don't want all that. Like, that's too much for me. Like, this person was, I thought they were like so great when I had like very little of them. You know what I mean? Like, but now it's too much. Be careful what you wish for. And then also it could be talking about when you guys like reconcile or get together again, there will be an ending. So it'll be like either he's going to end it or you're going to end it the next time you guys see each other. Or it's talking about the drastic change, which would be you guys getting together. But in the end, anyway, you guys are not happy with each other because it's not what you want. Like, the friends with benefit thing, believe it or not, it kind of was the situation that was most appealing to the both of you, it seems. You know, so when you guys try to get, like, in a serious thing or, like, a more, like, a thing that's more, like, you know, not just casual, it becomes something that you don't really want. And it becomes too much of something that you didn't expect. So you guys aren't seeing each other clearly, and you might have to just see each other a little too clearly to decide you don't want to deal with it. You know, someone could be very disappointed at the end of it, though, that the other person isn't what they thought they were. Hey, you guys, I see a lot of new people. Can you guys go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already? And we're going to go ahead and try to get your question answered here. So stick around, subscribe, like the video, please. I'd really appreciate you guys liking this video. And also, post your questions. Post your questions whenever you're ready and you have your question. Just go ahead and post, and I'll get that answered for you, okay? Yay! I see a lot of new people. How are you guys? Let's get some readings out there for you guys. Yes. What's everyone's zodiac signs? Okay. I think I saw you the other night, and I don't know if I was saying your name correctly. Can you tell me how to pronounce that? I just pinned your message. That person, can you tell me how to pronounce that? Because I'm like 99% sure I'm not doing it right. No, you came the other night. And it's all good. Like, I'm doing free readings tonight. Like, it's not even... Like, I'm not... Don't trip on that. I just, I remember because I tried to say your name. And when I went to do your reading, you weren't there anymore. So I was like, okay, well, you know, I'll move on. But, I remember having the same problem. I was like, well, how do you say that? And I was, like, asking you. So, Conchan? Yeah, so I mean, I think you were here for like a very like short time last time. Okay, perfect. So you wanted to know, what does, oh, okay. So you want to know why is he talking about you, or what is he saying? To them. What is he saying? Thanks for subscribing too. I appreciate that. I love to have new faces on here. I love to read for some new energies, you know. And I love my returning energies too, so please don't take that the wrong way. Okay. So let's see. What is he saying? Give me the energy and the vibe of what he's talking about. Girl! Okay. Did you know this? There's a connection there. For some reason, I thought I was feeling like the situation was kind of negative, but Nice. Thanks, you guys. Thank you. Good. That's awesome. That's what I want. For you to love the energy and not the other way around, or not the opposite. You're cute. Yeah, so there's definitely some kind of connection here. But let's see what else is coming up with this. What do we need to know? Ooh, yeah. Okay, so there's worry and there's fear about somebody being rejected or left out in the cold, abandoned. Somebody could have already been feeling this way, like the other person abandoned them or just kind of left them out in the cold, like just kind of like dissed them. But you know, that's what he's talking to his friends about, which is kind of weird, right? Like you would think like that usually isn't the case unless he really likes you, right? But somebody still feels dissed, or maybe they haven't approached you in an official way because they're worried about being rejected. They could be coming off as like they are not interested, maybe because of that fear. But if they're talking to their friends about it, then I would say that, you know, maybe there's, you know, why would they risk being like, you know, that vulnerable to tell somebody how they feel if, you know, and it's very strong connection there. Like they feel like you guys are like, have the same likes, dislikes, values, you know, goals, like just not 100% the same. Obviously you're different people, but it's like, you know, you guys are on the same track as what they think, that you guys want the same things in life and that they could really jive with you, you know? But I think they fear being rejected by you, or they fear that like, maybe even that they would not be willing to like be in a committed relationship that long. Like they just don't like doing that. They're not used to that, or that's not something that that they do often, that they don't really like being in long-term commitments possibly. And they just don't know if they'd have to end up leaving you or something, is what I'm getting. Or maybe that's your energy. Yes, they are not coming official. Yeah, this is the Giant Rider-Waite. I like to use it because it kind of gives us the picture a lot better. And, you know, it's a lot easier to understand. So somebody feels very connected. Like we're on the same page here. We see each other clearly. We see each other eye to eye. Like we're equals to the fullest extent here. Very, very connected. And that can change very quickly too, you know, but it's a strong energy in and of itself right there. Intense. And it just feels like very, like you met the person that's like your person, you know. It feels like perfect. It feels good. And then we see this like left out in the cold. It could be a situation that turns toxic and then you guys stay together, like kind of that situation where it's like you like it's like, why are they still together? Like that's just like, you know, they're doing worse together than they could be doing like not together, you know. Like if they broke up, then their individual lives would be good, but then like they stay together and they just keep bringing each other down, but they're still together, which is interesting because this card, it's the 5 of Pentacles and it's the original love card of the tarot. Like it used to be the love card. So it's interesting how that works. It's like, you know, they're still together even though they're homeless, they're injured, they need food, they're by this church, that's what that window is in the background. And they need help, you know, they need assistance, like they can't do it on their own. It's just too much. And they're kind of like bringing each other down, but they're still together, and that's the thing, they stay together. So I like to look at that sometimes as like, yeah, maybe they shouldn't be, you know, it's like they shouldn't be, because it's kind of making both of their lives worse. You know, they just can't lift each other out of that rut. So it could be something that turns like they think they're going to be left, or they think that they're going to have to leave you. So are they going to make this official? Are they going to come closer to you? What are they planning on doing? Yeah, they will be making a decision, but it's not saying which one yet. It's kind of telling us they have they have a decision to make between two. And it's like, duh. But with the Chariot, you know, these 2 Sphinxes down here are going to lead him in different directions. And obviously he cannot go in both directions. So he's going to have to choose a direction at some point. It's going to come. And it's going to be like, he's going to be aware of it, that like, okay, I have to like make one of these decisions. Like I have to make a choice. So let's see with the romance angels, what that choice is likely to be.
Okay, release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. Hate to tell you that because I know that's not what you want to hear, like no one does. But I don't do that kind of reading, you know. I will tell you what I see here, so I'm just showing you because I think that's better, that I'm not lying to you about what the cards are saying, you know. Like, I don't do that. If I see something in the cards, I will say it, even though I feel like it's not what you want to hear. But attraction, you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. This is my favorite card because it's so beautiful, isn't it? You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. I love that. Religious factors, your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So whatever that means, you know, it could mean so many different things, you know, obviously. But you guys are just not on the same spiritual path, or maybe your religious whatever beliefs, I'm sorry, not whatever. Your religious beliefs are just not the same, and it just kind of clashes, and it's one of the, you know, factors that doesn't allow you guys to make it work together. But there still is that really strong connection, which is why it's hard to even think about this not working out or being a thing at some point, because the connection is so strong. So it's like, how could it? I just don't see that not ever happening, you know? Wow, we got into some other stuff with that one. See, that right there is why I don't do yes or no questions, because I feel like there's just not enough information that's given, you know? But that whole thing was like a lot. Okay, wait, we wanted to know what's he saying to people, right? Well, he's telling people that there's a connection there, which is good. There's a lot of things to decide before he does come forth, if he ever does. There's a lot of things to decide, like where he's come, like how far he's come, and if he's ready to do all of this. Also, there's that worry about being rejected. So, I mean, you just have to look at it in a way of like, if this is meant to be, it'll be. You got to give it patience and time. You could always initiate, but that's something that's up to you, you know? And I do think that there's definitely a chance because of the Two of Cups, but of course that could always change. But what we do know is that it's good things that are being said, so I wouldn't worry about that. Oops. Do you know how many cards are down here, like literally? I need an assistant for this or something, a card catcher. An assistant, like I'm all like professional or something. I need a helper. Hey. Need a helper. No, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. Oh, I need a helper. I'm just kidding. I don't need no help. I don't need any help. My basket fell though. Saw that coming eventually. Knew that was gonna happen. But huh?
Can you give me your helper?
Yeah.
All right.
I had 2 consecutive job interviews with 2 different companies. Are any of the 2 a good fit for Olive? Are they a good fit? Well, let's see. haven't used this deck yet. Okay. So we want to know if these two jobs, if any of them are a good fit for you. What do we need to know about these two jobs, and will they be a good fit for you? Like, which, tell me about, okay, we're going to do it like this. This job, this job. No, we're not, actually. Sometimes that doesn't work. So let's just do it all together. Like, what do we need to know about these jobs? Like, what do we, and we'll get some kind of an energy of which one is better for you. There may not even be, that's like subjective. Let's just go with it, because I can't. Let's just go with it. And we'll figure it out. What do we need to know about these two jobs? Like, is there anything that stands out about them that we should know about? Lovers. This is talking about making a decision between two things, I guess you could say in this situation. But that's cool. I mean, I like that. I'm cool with that. That's kind of how my readings always come out anyway. It's kind of saying, like, it's going to be up to you to make that decision. Like, no one else's but yours. So I guess it's safe to say that you will probably get both of these jobs, but you're going to have to decide between one. Maybe you'll be able to do both. Who knows? But that's up to you at that time if you want to do that, if that's, you know, something that you think is possible for yourself to, you know, it's up to you, basically. Like, you are going to have to make that decision. But it's not an easy one. And also it's encouraging you to go after something that you haven't thought about in a long time. Like, there is some kind of passionate thing that you were really about at one point and you saw yourself doing and you really wanted to do. Maybe you never thought you, maybe you didn't have the time or the means to do it, and now, like, it would be a good time for you to look back at that and try that. Because the Ace of Cups here is talking all about, like, overflowing cup. It's like joy. I mean, it's just complete happiness, like more than that, because it's not like half full. It's like overflowing with water. So, I mean, something you're very, very happy to be doing, and you feel alive doing it, and you feel like it's just what you're meant to do. Like, it's emotional. There's something like that. And, you know, you got to endure. You have to endure everything that's, I mean, no shit. But I'm saying, like, shit's gone down and made you feel like you couldn't really go after it anymore. And you just have to push through. Like, it's kind of trying to tell you to endurance. You know, you have to stay on that path. You can't just give up, even if it's hard and even if there's obstacles. Like, when you get to that point and it feels so, like, satisfying, it's like, you know that this was meant to be like this. Like, you had to kind of go through some shit. Like, life just wanted to make sure that you really wanted it, you know, enough kind of thing. Like, you kind of had to be, like, challenged, you know? And then once you get there, it just feels that much better. But I think it's something that you really enjoy doing. So it's kind of like saying, stop being a fucking pussy, okay? Yeah, it's hard, but you're supposed to make it there. If it makes you feel this good, then you have to do it, you know? Like, if you want it, you gotta go after it. I think you should try that. Whatever that hobby or whatever that, like, job or, you know, kind of act, or what is it? Like a kind of a hobby, I guess? Like a kind of, whatever kind of work you're trying to do that you feel very passionate doing, that makes you feel really good and it's like not even work. Whatever you feel like you're meant to do, that's what you're supposed to, you know, you should be looking back on that. Because the Page of Swords here says you can't really let it go. It's something you've tried to move past and think of other things to do, but you couldn't. That's interesting. I feel like neither of these jobs are that thing. Is it safe to say that? That whatever thing that is, it's not the two interviews you just had. Like, it has nothing to do with those. And I know that wasn't your question, so let's look into that really quick too. Because I do want to get that question answered, but does that jive with you? I really want you to look into, you know, whatever that thing that you gave up on is, because that's something that it's going to bring you 10 cups of happiness. Like, you can't not go after that. And that's why that's coming out. Instead of answering your direct question, it kind of, like, veered us off, and it does that a lot, you know, because it's trying to really tell you what's most important right now. But, like, you still want your questions answered. So let's go for that, but we will do that. Let's look into that and try to get them to answer that again. But that happens a lot, so it's not like anything out of the ordinary. It's just telling you that's more important right now for you to focus on if you could do that. But she wants to know specifically about these two jobs, so let's know. Let's hear all we can know about these things. I said what's important for her to know right now, and that came out, the other thing. So basically, like, and it's funny too, because the Magician, I know that we're not, you know, the two things you're wanting to know about is what you're wanting to know about, but the cards keep talking about this other thing. It's saying, I know you think you can't do it, you need more information, or you need more school, you need more, like, you don't have the means to do it, you don't have the skill, but the Magician is there to say, you do have the skill, you have everything you need, you know. In this card, he has the cup, the wand, the pentacle, and the sword. You see all those tools, all these little symbols? That's all the suits of the tarot. And what it's saying is basically he has everything he needs to make it happen. He just has to make it happen and believe he can and you know, work some magic and make it happen. But he has everything he needs to make it happen. So if you're ever wondering, like, if you have what it takes to, you know, go after that thing that you've given up on, you have what it takes. It's just you holding yourself back. You think you don't have that. You need to just start it already and go after it because it's what you're meant to do, you know, and you know what this thing is. You know what this thing is, and it has nothing to do with these two jobs that you're wanting to know about. I feel like you're procrastinating and you're just like afraid maybe that you'll fail, but I feel like you should definitely try and consider going after that thing again because you have what it takes, you know. So let's look at these two jobs. Tell me again what she needs to know about these two jobs. Please just give us about these jobs. Thank you for the insight on the other things she needs to, like, work towards, but and start, you know, living for again, but she's not on that vibe right now, and she just wants to know about these two jobs realistically. What do we have? What are we looking at here in regards to these two jobs? What do we need to know? Thanks for liking, you guys, and thanks for subscribing. I'm glad to have you guys part of the community of tarot lovers and astrology lovers here. What are your guys' zodiac signs? You guys can subscribe right under this video. Right below, there's a big red button right there. I'm gonna hit that. I'm gonna come back for my next live. Okay? Get some more questions answered. We'll do this again really soon, okay? Because I don't always do this free reading thing. And I really like doing that because I know there's a lot of new faces that come around. And it's really fun. I love meeting new people. So let's do this again for sure. You guys subscribe so that you get notified next time we go live, okay? Cool. We'll have a big party. So tell me about these two jobs. What does she need to know? What's her word of advice here for these two? Are they a good fit for her? Because just because she has this other thing doesn't mean they're not a good fit. So right now, I think it would be a good decision for you to kind of go after what makes life easier. This is something that brings a lot of harmony, something that makes you feel more or less stressed out, you know, and that adds, you know, to your life. Like, stress really takes from somebody's life. So I feel like whatever brings most harmony right now, go after that. Like, if it's like, okay, one has the night shift and one has like the hours I'm good to work. Okay, go after the one that the hours are good to work. Like, make it easier for yourself. You know what I mean? Like, don't have this crazy, like, thing that seems impossible, but there is this benefit. So no, go after whatever really all the way around is going to help out with your temperament, basically, and your mental health, your emotional health. So whatever is just like makes more sense right now and is like the easiest, not easy, that's not always good to have easy, but just the thing that brings most peace and calm, you know, the thing that's most doable and it doesn't stress you the fuck out to make it happen. It like adds to your life instead of takes from it. It doesn't take what it, you know, it doesn't have to like, it like adds more than it takes, you know. Again, we have some things here. I think that with this, it's kind of talking about, again, it's something you, okay, it's talking about this other thing. It's saying, look, the Queen of Cups here is talking about, like, she's very nurturing and caring, and it's very, like, she's very, she nurtures, you know, she's a caregiver, basically, emotional caregiver of support to people, and so it's probably something to do with that, you know, you giving of yourself and being supportive. And also there's another person too. It's like there's a connection here. Maybe you meet a friend that you're supportive toward, and maybe it's a lover, who knows. It's just a connection. Maybe it's a business partnership. It could be anything. It could be any kind of person. And it says you already know who it is. The High Priestess comes out when you know exactly what I'm talking about. So is that the case? Oh, but the Judgment card came out too. So maybe it's not the case. Maybe your judgment is off. All right, let's check in with you. Do you know who this person is already that I'm kind of referring to here? Like this strong connection that you feel like you guys are nurturing toward each other, or you're giving of yourself, you're nurturing towards that person. And it's a very like strong connection, like because of that. Either way, it's saying you already know who it is, or maybe that you already know this person and maybe you don't know who it is, but the Judgment card kind of tells me that you may be judging that wrong, but here it also shows this, I thought it was about that job. This is why. The Ace of Pentacles is about security. It's an opportunity. So you'll be able to take it or leave it, but also here you have a lot of options. So you're gonna have to take the sword. You have another ace here. That's beautiful. That's really great to have all these aces here, because it means you have a lot of opportunities. And this opportunity, closing it out here, you will have to make this opportunity, you will have to take it into your own hands, and you will have to have authority over that. And you'll have to initiate it, and you'll have to see it through. You know, it's not just going to happen. But there's a lot of ways that you can go about this. And some of these ways are going to be unrealistic. So you just have to like give yourself an honest like review of what's going on in your life, what makes you happy and what you want to go towards. And with the Magician, like don't think you can't go towards things. Like I said, with that thing that you're supposed to be doing that you've given up on, like you can definitely do that. And I know that you don't think you can, but it's like, that's not the thing that I'm talking about. I'm talking about like, it's definitely doable. You know, you have to start seeing how much you really do have skill like regarding that situation. And remember, again, whatever brings you the most peace and harmony right now, this is something that you need to go towards, because that's the thing like that the cards are saying basically. When I keep asking about these two jobs, it's saying go for the thing that makes life easier. Go for the thing that makes you feel better and doesn't stress you out completely to where you're just a dick to everybody and you're just so miserable. Like that's not the one to go for, you know? A lot of times we don't really know like which one that is going to turn out to be until like later, but like whatever feels to you like this is definitely doable, and like it's gonna like I can ride this and it can be a better thing for me than like a stressful thing. Like I don't have to like work the midnight shift and everything, like never get sleep and not have a social life, you know. I have to like go with what makes more sense for me. So let's get a few more, you guys. Thanks for liking this video, and please subscribe if you haven't already, you guys. I really want to get some subscriptions up in here. I want these new people in here. Tell me, who are the new subscribers here? I want to answer your questions, you guys. I want you guys to get a feel for the readings and feel heard tonight. Yay, Olive. I made a mistake in my order today. Will it affect much for me in my workplace, or boss will forgive it as it was my first day of the job? Well, it's kind of their fault then, because shouldn't somebody be like training you or watching you, like making sure you know? Or is it something where you had to like know your shit already and that's why you're there, because you're supposed to know? Everyone makes mistakes. Let's see what happens. There is that fear in you for sure. I see that. Obviously, I mean, look at this. Something bad's gonna happen. Let me kind of give you a word of advice too with this card. It kind of seems like you're ready to see the worst case scenario in a lot of situations. Like, is it safe to say that? Because this card here, it's about somebody who's been hurt in the past. You see the bandage on his head. He has been hurt in the past. So him looking around in fear like that, being hypervigilant is what it's called. He's on alert at all times. He is ready to take action if he needs to, because he feels, it's not that he thinks something bad is going to happen. He feels like he knows something bad's going to happen in this card. He like knows, he believes that. And because of that, he's very exhausted all the time, because he's always having to be alert. Like it's not a good energy to like live in. So let me just give you a word of advice that maybe you need to start thinking more positively. You need to stop seeing that everything is going to go wrong at some point. You know, try to forgive yourself before you can get your boss's forgiveness, you know, because that's going to really say a lot. Like when you come to work with that energy and you come back with like, okay, yeah, I'm just human, you know, don't come in with like this whole like, oh my God, I fucked up so bad and I'm so like not worth it and I'm going to like be in really big trouble. Like, I mean, you know, we're going to look further into this and see how your boss looks at it. But it's kind of saying like, this is you. You're already ready for the worst case scenario. And I just think, you know, manifestation, we attract what we, you know, we attract things into our life that we believe, and to, you know, better suit our story that we tell ourselves about ourselves, you know, ego. So, you know, you're looking for that worst case scenario already. And I just want to, you know, word of advice is just to stop doing that. Start looking at, you know, the best case scenario and believe that is going to happen. Like, don't be delusional, but I mean, just believe it's possible. Healing. I feel like this is stirring up a lot of different emotions in you. Like, maybe you're just feeling like, and maybe not even right now, but like later on when you go to sleep, or, you know, because she's in bed in this, or he or she is in bed in this card. It's kind of like, I feel like later on tonight, or like, I don't know what time it is for you right now, but whenever you get a moment to yourself to just rest, it's really going to hit you like all the possibilities in life. You have a lot of possibilities in life and you're not even tapping into that because of fear, and you see the worst case scenario before you see anything good. Like, you're like, I just already know pretty much what I deserve here. So let's see if your boss will forgive you, or what's his deal. How's he gonna react to this? But that's just a little word of advice for you. Thanks for liking this video, you guys. Thank you, I really appreciate that. Awesome, thank you for liking this. Awesome, thank you guys for liking this. Okay, so let's see your boss. What are his thoughts and feelings on this? Dun dun dun. What is his thoughts and feelings? What are his thoughts and feelings? Okay. He thinks you need a little more training? No, he thinks you need to take a moment and, yeah, probably get some more training on this, or just get your head right. Like, it's cups, it's emotional. It's almost like he sees you're in a certain place emotionally. I feel like he's going to be understanding, just because this card is not about, like, judgment. It's really about going off on your own and figuring out what you need to feel fulfilled in life, and that you're the only one who can, like, say that. No one can tell you what's going to make you feel fulfilled. If you can't even tell yourself what that is, like, you need to do some self-work, you know? And so that's probably what your boss is going to have you do, is he's going to, like, see that your energy is, like, very not with it right now. Like, you're just not about, you can't, like, even though it's your first day, maybe that's the only reason it was, you know, you're not in your good energy right now. But like, maybe you, I don't know. I don't even, I'm just going to go with what I feel, because earlier I saw that happen to me and I was like, oh, I should have just went with what I felt, because that's kind of what I was thinking. So I feel like maybe you should go to the doctor and get like I'm just going to throw it out there, because I just don't want to not throw it out there, you know, and just make sure everything's good and you're all healthy and everything's fine, because there's some kind of, like, I feel like something's stealing your energy, or something kind of like bringing you down. And if you don't feel that way, it's seeming that way. And I feel like your boss is, dare I say, kind of a sensitive person that can feel things like that. And even if you didn't know he was, he's going to feel it with you. So it's like, he's going to know that you're going through some shit, and that you just need a break, or you just need some kind of, like, assistant, or you just need some kind of, like, you know, time to yourself, some healing. And he just really wants you to do that. He or she really wants you to just do that before you come back. They're probably going to send you, I don't know about fire, you know, but it's like they see that you're like a wreck almost, even if you are trying to not seem that way. Maybe it's just because it's your first day, you know, maybe tomorrow will be better, or the next day will be better. I don't think that they're going to be, I think they're going to be understanding is my point, though, you know. I think they're going to be, regardless of whatever they decide to do about that, I think they are going to be understanding of you, and I don't think they'll be upset at you. So, that's pretty cool to have a boss like that, you know? Like, you are fucking lucky, like, because that doesn't happen a lot with bosses, you know, as you probably know. Will F contact me in 1 week? Oh, thanks for coming back. Hi. Okay, yeah, so let's see. Cool. Can I ask if F will contact me in 1 week? Okay, let's see. F. Will they contact you in 1 week? Thanks for liking this video, you guys. And subscribe too if you haven't already, okay? Let me know if you're a new subscriber so I can get your reading. And also, I want you guys to come next time. If I don't read for you tonight, I'm so sorry, okay? I'm trying to get to as much as I can, you know? Obviously, there's a lot of you here. I'm totally cool with that. But I just need you guys to know that, like, I want to answer all your questions. So I'm going to try to get to as many people as I can. But just come back tomorrow if I don't get to you, okay? So we could do this again, okay? So, in 1 week, is this person going to reach out to you? That's what we need to know, basically. 10 of Pentacles, I would say they're a busy person. Like, they're a person who has a lot to do. Either they could have a family of their own, like maybe a marriage, or maybe just children, like, from a marriage, or maybe not even a marriage. Maybe just their nieces, nephews, sisters, brothers, or, like, they help their parents, like, you know, take care of the whole family or something, to where they have this whole family unit or a group of people that they help attend to. So they're busy is basically what I'm seeing. Like, they have, like, a lot that they're doing day to day. It's not easy for them to get time to just, you know, relax and have fun and do stuff like that. So, like, they have some kind of responsibility here that takes up a lot of time, but it's a very structured thing. So they're kind of dependent on to be there and help out and do that. So there's not much time for them to spend with you, is what I'm seeing, first of all. And they have values that will not be broken. Like, they have certain things that they just need in their life, and that if you don't jive with that, it's kind of like, that's not going to happen then, you know? Yeah, sure. Sun goddess, yes. So, will he contact her soon? I think he's done a lot of thinking about that situation, and he's going to be taking an action. The Two of Wands actually isn't about thinking. It's about taking action. So it's kind of like he's done all the thinking he's needed to do, and he already knows what he's going to do. Now let's see what that is. So, okay, either it's going to cause a rift. See, you see here there's more than one person. He's going to make a decision that's going to cause a rift, probably between the people that he is responsible for or has to attend to. Like, I don't know if he's going to go out and do something he doesn't normally do, and that's going to piss people off or something. That's kind of what I'm feeling. Queen of Cups. Are you a water sign by any chance? Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces? Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces? Are you a Cancer, Scorpio, or a Pisces? Are you a water sign? I feel like you're not, but that's what the card is kind of indicating. You said you're Pisces rising. So appearance-wise, energy-wise. But I'm a Taurus. Okay. So basically here, this is talking about nurturing, you know. I don't really think it's probably, I mean, it could be it could be referring to your rising, just because this is kind of what you're coming across as this. And this is water. But this is also talking about, like, nurturing, being there for a person. So it's maybe he feels like you are that nurturing person. So while he's being this nurturing person to his family unit, he's going to make a decision to do something out of the normal, like out of the ordinary, you know, instead of, like, doing what he's always done and what he's supposed to really be responsible for and stuff. So basically that could piss some people off, but he's just going towards this Queen of Cups here, and it's nurturing. So you could be kind of nurturing to him, or some kind of like an emotional support, to where he just feels like, yeah, it's going to cause a rift in my situation, but it's worth it, you know, because I need this emotional connection. Like this, it's almost like a mother figure type connection. So maybe you kind of like make him feel nurtured or in some way that his family unit kind of doesn't, you know. Not to say that you know, that they're not important. I'm just saying, or that they're lacking. It's just like, it's almost like a personal thing that, like, maybe he didn't even know that he needed to, you know. We don't know that we have little issues like that until, like, certain people trigger that in us, kind of thing. Like, oh wow, like, I feel like this person, like, really gets me, you know, emotionally. So he's going after that, even though it could cause a rift. And it's going to take some time here for this to develop. I feel like something will develop here for sure, because this is definitely a strong connection between you. But, and now we're going way further into the future. But let's look at a week from now, see how it gets carried away like that. That's cool though, because now there's a lot of more information for you to know. But let's see about it. So it's kind of like, shit, a week doesn't even matter if he does or not, because this is what's important. You know what I mean? Like, if he does or if he doesn't, it's still going to happen. You know what I mean? So we do have the moon here. That's Pisces. How funny. But yeah, we're talking here about confusion, lack of clarity. Obviously, it's why you're here asking, because he's hot and cold, or he's like not there all the time. He's not consistent. You don't know how you, or you don't know where you stand with him, and that makes sense. That's what the moon is all about. Just lack of clarity, like lack of a person being consistent. And like, of course, you're not going to know where you stand with them, because they're just never like, they don't, like, they come and they go, and they just don't really tell you how they feel. They just, you just don't know, and that's very confusing. So here, they may not contact you in a week. I don't really know. It's not really giving me that short period of time. It's kind of talking about the future more. And I feel like that's because it's kind of saying like, look, it doesn't really matter if he does or not, because in the end, you are still that nurturing person to him. Like, it's going to develop into something. It's going to cause a rift between he and his people, though. And like I said before, he cares about them a lot. Like, it matters. So if it does cause too much of a rift, it might be something that can't continue. But because of how connected he feels and how like you nurture him in that way, it's hard to say that he will be able to like just be like, you know, we have to call this off. You know, it's when we get that emotional about somebody, it's like you can't really just, you're not going to do that to yourself. Like, it feels too good, and why would you, you know, you make it work. And so it seems like that's what I would think, you know, with that. But who's to say what he will do? He has free will just like you do. So I mean, that will be his choice. But like when the time comes, but it's definitely going to cause a rift, which is not something that he usually allows. So it's safe to say that he has some kind of feelings about you that for sure that are strong. See, look at this. I don't do reversals. That's why I flipped it over. Isn't that funny? Again, Queen of Cups. See, he's juggling. Remember what I said? His family unit, the whole situation where he's responsible. And it's not necessarily a wife and kid. It could be like his brothers, sisters, like just a family unit that he's kind of like has to contribute to and like has to give a lot of time to. He doesn't have much time for other things. So when he gives time to you, it's like kind of causes a rift between he and his people. And so, but it feels so nurturing and like motherly almost. It feels good to him and it feels supportive to where he's kind of like, I have to really decide here, like, to sacrifice something for the other. Like, am I gonna like make myself happy? Because I'm not gonna not have this. This feels too good. But also, like, I'm not gonna like really like not show up for my people. You know, he's gonna have to juggle you guys probably. I mean, why can't you integrate together? I don't understand that. That sucks. But there is also danger of someone not seeing something clearly. So the only danger with that is that like later on somebody might be disappointed because something, they thought that something was a certain way and it wasn't. So it's kind of disappointing. So there could be something like that goes down. So try to be realistic and honest with this person about who you are and what you expect and what you can provide and offer in a connection. Like, make sure they know, like, and everything is laid out there, so they're not like feeling like they were like seeing you wrong because of something you've done. Like, they could be deceiving themselves too. That you can't control that. Like, if they're putting you on a pedestal and you're just being yourself, like, that's on them. But like, you know, if you are playing it up and trying to be everything that they need and then you're really not, that's kind of fucked up, you know? So just try to be like straight up. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, Taurus and Pisces. Pisces traditionally is ruled by Venus. So, and I think it's exalted in Venus, actually. So that's, you know, kind of the same energy there in a way, like partially. You thought I was a Pisces? How funny. That's my moon sign, so that could be why too. That's cool. I'm a Virgo actually, which is opposite of Pisces, so it's kind of like funny that you know, I kind of wish I was more Pisces sometimes because Virgos are a bit, you know, like Pisces are like, they flow like water, you know, and Virgo is like Mercury, you know, like figuring out things and like reading about and like trying to examine, like, you know, just trying to like communicate and talk and figure it, like, it's just like stress, you know, like just like too like details and like all these little like things that really don't fucking matter, you know what I mean? Just like cleaning and just like dumb. Like, I shouldn't say that. Virgos rock, but it's just like, sometimes they're a bit much, you know? And then you think of Pisces, opposite, it's just like, thank God. What a relief, you know what I mean? Like, this person knows how to chill. Like, Virgo doesn't. Like, that's not even part of their lifestyle at all. Like, chill is not an option, you know? There's no time to chill, we have to worry. It's like, no, we don't. Like, dude. Aisha, I answered that question earlier. You must have left. You must have went away. Yeah, look back way back in the beginning, hun. Yeah, I answered that question for you. It's way back there. Like way in the beginning. It's like one of the first questions I think I answered. Sweet beings. I'm definitely never trying to be mean to people, so, I mean, I guess you could say sweet. Scorpio rising kind of throws it off, though. Like, I think people think I'm evil or something, because I have resting bitch face. So, I don't know, Virgos are cool, but, somebody was asking about their spirit guides. You guys, I want to start doing videos regarding astrology and the signs and stuff, because, like, it's super... Aisha, I answered your question. I answered your question already in the beginning. You're not listening to me. Here, I have to put your thing. Yeah, it was about your exam. Yep. Sorry, I still have Cancun up there on the pinned. Yeah, I answered that one already. Yeah, no problem. I want you to see it, though. Go check it out. Yeah, got that one. I remember that question because I was like, what's USP? What is that? I'm like, is that an exam? I think it is. That's what it sounds like. Okay, what is my spirit guides? What do they want me to know this time? I really hope that didn't break right now. You know, iPhones. Oh my God, I'm so lucky right now. May have cracked it more, but... Damn, let me tell you, Anouk, A-N-U-C-K, Anouk cases, oh my God. You can throw your fucking phone across the room. I swear to God, that shit won't break, like, that thing. And then it helps to have, like, a glass case on there, too, because that really, you know, my shit would have been cracked by now, let's be real, if I didn't have that case on, the screen protector. So yeah, Anouk, Amazon. Really awesome cases, very cheap and very durable. So I'm using this deck here because this is a good deck to use when you want to know kind of like what your like advice kind of, I guess, or like all the way around, you know. Insecurity. It's not even like a little thing, like you'll see right now. And this is for the person who wanted to know about their spirit guides. What was your name? Joe. This is for Joe. So check this card out really quick, Joe. It says insecurity, and it is a red chakra. Hi, you guys. Please go ahead and like this, and also subscribe if you haven't already, you guys. Let me know who the new subscribers are. Okay, let me know. Okay, got you. So insecurity, it's a red chakra. We are going to look into this right now for you. Grounding. Grounding is what's needed, yeah. All right, so the red chakra. Let your intuition be your guide. Overall impression is grounding. Keywords are vital, sexual, passionate, energized, forceful. Manifesting intention, the first chakra, relates to the source of your energy and to how you are building your foundation. Think of the root chakra as a platform. The red cards represent the support you have created or are creating for your future. The root chakra cards show us a new way to bring our dreams to fruition. They denote beginnings and reveal how to create a solid foundation in tangible form. Keep this in mind. If you are not yet creating what you say you desire, you may need to grow your energetic root deeper and wider into the earth plane. Like, get with yourself. Go back to the drawing board and figure this shit out, because you need a plan. You need to connect with yourself first. You need to ground yourself. If you don't know how to do that, it can be difficult. But start with meditation. It is boring at first, yes. But once you hit that spot where you're able to like sit there and just do it, oh my God, you will make progress in your life tremendously. Like, that's not a joke. So look into meditation, because, you know, grounding is definitely what's needed here. Okay, and then an abundance of red cards in a reading is a strong indication of how you are building your foundation and will offer energetic ideas about what is necessary for you to manifest. These cards represent the beginning of an undertaking and may guide you away from the old ideas that no longer work in your life. Yay! Red cards ask, how does this card represent the place from which I can create something extraordinary? Okay. An insecurity. Red cards at a glance, insecurity is Demon Red Rainbow. Ooh, scary. Energy turned within can lead to fear and stagnation. Courage is necessary if you are to be fearless and move forward. So let me read that again. Energy turned within can lead to fear and stagnation. Courage is necessary if you are to be fearless and move forward. This is a message to grow up inside into a greater energy and to invoke courage from the angels to progress. You asked about what your spirits want you to know. Fuck yeah, that's cool. That's exactly what they want you to know. It says, this is a message to grow up inside into a greater energy and to invoke courage from the angels to progress. Cool. Well, question answered right there, huh? All right, so it says the greatest adversary is the one living inside me. You're holding yourself back. The legend. Bob is an inventor, yet never finishes anything, always giving up on his projects, convinced they are useless. One day he finishes something and is elated until a demon appears, taunting him. The demon red rainbow is comprised of our greatest fears. In a dream, Bob discovers that he can distinguish between real and imagined fears. The demon red rainbow can no longer stop him from realizing his dreams. It's like, take that control back, you know? Like, this is just a fear, you know? This is not real. This is not supposed to hold me back. It's just, you're holding yourself back with that fear. The inspiration says, miraculous changes lie ahead. Life always takes a turn for the better when we face our demons. Stay on course. Trust that an ally will appear. The gift of adversity is never given without the ability to overcome it. That's a cool thing, because what I was just going to tell you is you're asking too, what do my guides say and all of this? And the thing about it is, and then it says, like, call upon your angels to help you progress and have courage. So it's like, you don't have to go through this alone. It's not telling you, like, you know, just stop being fearful. You know, it's like saying, like, you don't have to do it by yourself. Like, you can ask for that help from, you know, your inner guides or your inner, like, in your people. You know, you need to find the ability to face your fears in some way, you know, and, like, here's a few ways you can do that, but you don't have to do it by yourself. It's not like just, you know, get over it. It's not that simple. So, I get that, you know, and they get that. So basically, ask for help. If you need help, ask for help, you know? You're saying, what do your guides want you to know? Well, there you go, you know? You have to just kind of, like, be real and ask, like, look, I need help to do this. And, like, you know, let's do this. But you have to face it at some point anyway. So, the gift of adversity is never given without the ability to overcome it. Cool. This is for you to ask yourself. It's called your personal inquiry. Do I listen to my fear? How can I tap into my courage? We just answered that, so. But that's for you to ask yourself too. You know, if you have other ways and ideas of doing it, beautiful, great. For sure. Definitely ask yourself, do I listen to my fear? How can I tap into my courage? Key ideas here are being courageous, facing adversity, finding tremendous power within, undervaluing your contribution. So you don't even see what you're providing is worth so much. Like, you don't see, you're insecure a little bit, you know? Insecurity. You don't see how much you actually are putting, like, what you're putting in is important. It matters. And you matter, and you're significant, and your contribution is important. You need to start thinking about that and believing that. Finding tremendous power within, being courageous, facing adversity, undervaluing your contribution. Remember that. And the keywords are freedom, bravery, and success. Cool. So the meditation here at the bottom, Joe, it says, from a place of peace, call upon 2 or 3 of your spiritual protectors. I told you this deck resonates every fucking time. Could it have been more spot on regarding your question? I love that. From a place of peace, call upon 2 or 3 of your spiritual protectors. When they appear, express your fears. Allow your protectors to give you strength and assist you in becoming greater than your fears. How do you feel now? I love this deck. That's why I love, whenever I say I love the Chakra Wisdom Oracle, it's just such a great deck. I never really know how to explain it, but this is why, you guys, this is why I love this deck. Because I don't know if everyone saw, but her question was like, what do my spirit guides want me to know? You know, and it's like, call upon them, ask them to help you face your fears. You don't have to do it alone. This is the Chakra Wisdom Oracle, and you got the card Insecurity. If you want to look that up online, you can see what I just read to you. I'm sure they have it online if you just look up Chakra Wisdom Oracle, and you got the card Insecurity. See that devil there? Fuck that guy. You got this. But you don't have to do it alone either. Also, if they don't have that online, you can just go back and listen to the reading again. But thanks, Joe. And for the rest of you, I am going to get off here now. It's been a while that I've been on here. So you guys, like and subscribe, though. And we're going to do this again tomorrow. So do not worry. Like, I want to answer all your questions. I've just been on for a few hours. So, you know, understandably, it has to end at some point. But tomorrow's a new day, and I'd love to see you guys again. So please subscribe. Let's do this again. I will see you guys tomorrow. Okay? Like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night.